No, there's a druid card that's like a smaller piloted shredder. It's
Um,
it's like a 3 mana 3/2 beast that pops into a 1 drop,
yeah, mounted raptor.
which I think is good because it trades up with a piloted shredder.
hmm And then
And
the
then
thing that pops out of yours probably doesn't trade with the thing that pops out of theirs unless you get
it could.
injured Kvaldir or something.
Well, even not even like injured Kvaldir, but like Murloc Raider and those sort of things will just do it just fine a lot of the times. Not
Mhm.
all the time, obviously, but a lot of the times. Also,
There's
this is
also there's a spell that literally cycles. Raven Idol. Choose one. Discover a minion or discover a spell. Coming to Druid tokens near you.
oh boy, Discover. So one thing I found out today is that there's a new uh, cube showing up next week.
Oh, yeah, Legend Cube, right?
Yeah,
Is that finally coming around?
there's a I can click on an article here and read about it, which I'm not gonna do now, but I may have to do that because it shows up next week, and I don't know what the hell's legendary cube mean. I mean, the cube already only has one of every card in it, so you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe they all legendary cards, only lands and spells, and then no lands and creatures and artifacts, and a cycle of spells from Kamigawa.
Oh boy, yeah, it has a time of need. So, like, do you just find Captain Sisay and laugh at your opponent because you can search
Oh
for
my
12
god.
cards in your deck? Or
Wait, no, not time of need. What was that cycle? The one that the epic spells that just cast themselves every turn.
they were just epic spells. That's literally what they were called.
That's like the closest that
Yeah.
spells have come to being legendary is those. Like Endless Swarm, Enduring Ideal, Eternal Dominion, Never-Ending Torment, and Undying
I was
Flames.
gonna say Enduring Ideal being the only one that actually ever saw play.
hmm
Yeah. But yeah, things are going good. Gnome's here, as you've
I'm
probably
I'm
already
here.
noticed.
I'm
Um,
I'm, I'm pretty cool.
yeah. So we're gonna do some battle for Zendikar. I linked yesterday. There's the site that always does the aggregate data of MTGO drafts that I always find really interesting to read.
Yeah.
Um, and their findings were slightly. I don't know. I mean, I expected some of them, but I didn't expect them to just be like the findings just be like, yeah, green is awful.
Well, here green is 4% worse on the one for winning than blue. Is what
That's
it comes down to, which is still
I was just say
sizable.
that's fairly. I realize that 4% is like margin of error, but it's also like that's sizable enough.
It's because green gets some crappy spells and creatures, and
Yeah.
I really think though that the aggro landfall deck depends on snapping Gnarlid, and if they even hit more than 3 cost, which both the 4 drop is where the Gruul deck is the weakest.
Well, the 4 drop technically Gruul has the Gruul 4 drop.
Oh, Gruul has the Gruul. I mean, like red
Yeah,
has the snapping worm or whatever it's called, the
it's
4/2
okay.
first strike. He's okay, but he's not great. And then in green, you're probably just playing like Eyeless Watcher.
Oh yes, that mono green is literally the worst thing you could build.
Oh yeah, because you could play a 3 mana Squire.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, it's an ally,
But no,
but
I wasn't surprised to see blue like so powerful specifically because number one, it takes a lot to make blue bad, and number
yeah,
two,
well
blue is really
because
good in this format.
they printed like a couple different mana wars and then made really good evasive creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And also cheap beef in blue because who doesn't want 6 mana 7 power toughness? But the most you know what the most winningest common in the set was though in black, or most
Ooh.
winningest 2 drop was a black card.
Yes, I saw that was a
Yeah, the Callistria healer,
yeah, the healer.
which which is a that is like distorted because the only people playing Callistria healer are the people who need it to win.
Oh, well, the other thing I found, like Surge Swarm or
Oh
Swarm
yeah,
Surge,
they
that's an obvious like overrun.
yeah over all the
Oh god,
overruns
oh god,
and
Sildra.
oh no, well this is fine. They'll
Yeah,
die a bunch
yeah,
of times.
that's fine. We will fight Sildra, and then Sildra will die a couple times, and then
How are they going to get die more than once? I wonder. Also, there's Muda
Muda, Muda.
and Shiba Bebu.
But yeah, I always find the aggregate statistics article very interesting, just because it's looking at the format through
Numbers.
numbers, and it's rare to see numbers rather than like gut feeling, and I like to see what the numbers do, you know.
I posed a question to Twitter, and nobody answered it because I'm assuming it doesn't have an answer. When was the last time blue was far and away the worst color of a format?
You know how hard that is when blue is the color of evasive flyers.
Yes.
Well, let me go backwards. What was the worst color in Dragons? Was there a worst color in Dragons? Like, I know
I don't think dragons had a worst color. It might have been green.
because I know like white was the color I always felt like white like.
Oh yeah, white and dragons sort of sucked, but white in Fate Reforged was
owned?
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of averaged out a little bit. Cons is impossible to say because basically you could say Timur had a bit of a harder time than like Abzan or
but even then, like they had some pretty goddamn powerful stuff.
yeah, then you had like Bear's Companion.
Yeah. Bear's Companion, or even their morph, which was the 5/5 trampler, just outstripped every other one.
Yeah,
like
it was
in the sense of
all
like
of them
on
in the
board.
fight.
Yeah.
It beat all of them in a fight, basically. Yeah, in Theros, I don't know what was the weakest in Theros. They all had good stuff in Theros. I think Red was a little weaker in Theros. Oh, by the way, we have a Necrotal.
Yeah, I was just saying, let's pick Necrotal.
Like, there's some cool things to pick here. I've grown convinced that Blighted Fin is bad in this format. Touch of the Void is fine. Sludge Collar is really cool.
This entire pack, actually, okay. I don't know if there's a card in this pack I would call bad. The closest to that would be like Earthen Arms.
Earthen Arms sort of sucks. Blood Bond Vampire goes into one deck, the deck that has Calistria Healer down there.
Yeah.
I'm willing to call Blighted Fin almost all of the time. Doesn't do anything.
But then there's but it's a land. So like, I mean, worst case, it's a freaking land.
It is a freaking land, but
so like, if I can hide my edict on a land and then like,
it's also a format where you sometimes are 3-color. So like there's good and bad.
Look, okay, did I tell you the story of the my round 2 opponent at Grand Prix Madison?
Yeah.
They were 4-color greed, with like no fixing and multiple things like Blighted Fen.
Nice.
And they were just like, "Yo, we got this." By the way, let's.
Oh, there is a Brooding Grudian in here.
Yeah, we got the Brood Butcher. We got
Culling Drones.
I like Elf, but that's
Skyrider Elf.
That's a bit
That's a bit greedy. That's a bit greedy to go into out of our black pick. Volacute Predator, though, maybe.
Yeah.
We have not played that card yet.
I don't think we have. You're right. Basically, this would put us in like aggressive Rakdos. But then there's the Brood Butcher, which is...
I'm not sure you're necessarily in aggressive Rakdos, just because 4/4 wins you the game, and you could just play a bunch of red and black removal.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, which is a good deck, especially considering the removal we already have. But then there's the Brood Butcher. Like, this guy with Eyeless Watcher is freaking insane.
This card is like, if you're not in black-green, it's not that good, like if you're splashing it, because it's hard to do the activations. But if you actually have... I'm going to try it because I haven't gotten a deck where I've gotten that thing to work where I want it to be yet. So
the opportunity cost is a Culling Drone.
Right.
Here is...
Probably Dominator?
Dominator Drone. Yeah, Dominator Drone's fine.
That looks pretty much like the pick here. Red is... I was going to say red is gone, but there's actually... Again, like, cool Blighted card and Kozilek Sentinel.
Kozilek Sentinel, he's pretty okay.
By the way, I'm gonna have to get myself back used to this format. I don't think I've drafted it in like 3 weeks now, so we're gonna have some, we'll get back.
I think it's been like 2 weeks. Oh no, 2 weeks ago.
Look, it feels like forever. Look,
Uh,
I spent the last weekend playing not Magic, so my brain is completely off of like the Magic card games.
yeah, we'll see. We use this Dominator drone. We can make a run at HQ and make them lose 2 life.
Right, that's how that works. Ah, Netrunner.
Netrunner, congratulations, everyone on the zoo. Say congratulations to Jins for winning the
It was
King of Servers event.
that was fun. That event owned. I didn't get the memo, and that event owned. The
Gnarlid
Gnarlid.
or the Evolving Wilds. I think we have to start picking green though if we want to play green. And
I
that's
think
a good card.
I was gonna say Gnarlid's a strong enough card, and I would grab the Evolving Wilds more if I had it. But this is a 2-drop I love because like 3/3 means you just like run over.
We were just talking about how green was the worst color, so let's go right into it.
Yeah, I don't take stock in like 2%'s real, but like that just means everyone else knows that. Oh, did you see that Myers Malice had like a super high win rate too, which made me laugh my head off?
That was a bit surprising to me, just because.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times that was a sideboard tech sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's usually what Mind Rot ends up as.
But yeah, the King of Servers Netrunner event was a Friday team event. We had 4-player teams. I played with the New York squad. They had a person that couldn't make it, and they're like, we need a player, and I know Elad, so it's like, okay, well, I'll join you. And I actually don't know if this is like Kozilek's Channeler or Skyrider Elf, but Skyrider Elf might be a little, again.
Skyrider Elf is a little greedy. There's a case to be made for Blister Pod if we actually do want to play that Brood Butcher. But Kozilek's Channeler is like Dirkwood Boars that can be more than that.
Technically, our team split for first place. That's how it.
Yeah, they split for first. But...
That's how it functioned. But because we were supposed to play off with the British team, the Turing Test, I believe was their name. Our team was team sponsorship.
Nice.
But yeah, we played them in the last round and just split 4-4, like in games. We're like, we're not gonna play you guys again. We already did this.
I guess like Bikini Slide Runner and Smite the Monstrous, or could also be.
Yeah, Slide Runner's good. See, now this is like not the best at all. I don't really care for anything in here.
I think the Mantis is maybe the pick, unless it's like Slab Hammer or Whiptail.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe even Slab Hammer, because
that's playable in most decks.
Yeah.
Also, you notice how Retreat into Coralheim had like one of the worst win rates?
I think that's like, I was curious on that because I like the card. It's low impact though, and you cast it in a lot of.
Yeah, we could play Reclaiming Vines as a Stone Rain, as a Demolish. I'm not even going to say Stone Rain, I want to say Demolish.
Yeah. But yeah, so the team event, I didn't get the memo that we were all going to play jank decks, so I was the only person on our team playing a real deck. Ooh, crap.
Also, there's a Devastator in here.
Yeah. Devastator is something I can get later, but like, so Carrier, both of these are incredibly good here because of the Brood Butcher.
Yeah, I think Carrier Thrall is the more powerful. This green sort of being here is good because it's telling us that like green is maybe a little open.
Right. I want blister pods too, especially with the Brood Butcher. I think, but Carrier Thrall is basically a better blister pod. Like,
yeah, it's a better blister pod. It's like between that and Eyeless Watcher. I also do want a Eldrazi Devastator because we got the Channeler.
Yeah. Okay. One other thing, I don't know if I've ever. What the hell's the? Okay. Ooh, nice. Give me
yeah,
Gnarlid. I like having good 2s.
Gets a good 2 to have. That the Beastmaster is also a pretty good card too.
It is. I definitely would like to have one of those as well. Even with. I don't know if this is exactly true, but I can't think of another non-colorless card that makes Eldrazi spawn.
Oh, in this format? No. Yeah. This is the only one I can think of.
Because this like is it's basically an Eldrazi card, but it's not an Eldrazi card.
It's because that vampire has a scion inside of him. He ate it.
Earthen Arms is still around.
There's a vestige of Immigril in here.
Yeah, there is. that and Blighted Fen.
Well, I know how much you like your Blighted Fen.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if red is openish.
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
no
be able
idea.
to. I don't know if that. Well, I don't know if that's like the pack
The fact,
itself was already quite high power in the first
yeah,
place.
the fact that the Yamabushi's flame is gone is more telling than the fact that Vestige of Emrakul is around still.
Yeah. Hey, I could pick a Blighted Woodland or a Lifespring Druid.
Ah, the Druid. Well, the land's a land,
I would say
right?
land's a land, and also like this land works pretty snappy. Like,
Ah, it's a snappy land.
is a trick. Basically, if I can just get behind, if I can have like lands that act as spells, I always feel sweet.
Pretty good.
Yeah, sure. This is like playable trick. Like,
A Swell of Ghosts a fine trick.
I don't know if I've ever
Let's
played it, but
It lets you vomit your hand.
it does. It lets you absolutely just throw your hand onto the table as fast as possible.
Also, it's a 2 mana giant growth or on our Gnarlid.
Oh. So the actual Netrunner shoutout should probably be the fact that Dan, last year's world champion, won this year as well.
It turns out that he's pretty good at the game of Netrunner. Perhaps maybe
Yeah.
he's good. I'm not willing to say that though.
Probably decent. Like,
He's probably okay. He could probably beat me.
I know he can beat me. I know I can beat him.
Ah, I can only claim to have beaten you through Fiat, so I don't actually know.
Is that what it is? Also, by the way, Bring to Light is like basically
A trap.
useless and
Yeah, and limited. Also, not that good and constructed either. But
yo,
it's getting
you rhino.
rhinos. Yeah, by what I mean by Fiat, everybody, is the one time me and Jens played Netrunner, we were doing it to try out Octagon,
Mm-hmm.
and I had basically conceded and wanted to show Jens my hand, and when we tried to figure that out, he took
I just took
like 5 or 6 net damage and died.
yeah.
So
I don't even know what like you flipped up a June bug that I wasn't even running at and just said like resolve it, and then I died. And I'm like, what the hell did you just do? And then
I was like, well,
and then I don't think I've actually opened the program since then.
me either. Also, we're going to pick Awakening Zone with our Drooling Grudian.
Look, I mean, this card's really damn sweet because not only does it make 1 power like creatures, it can also fetch things like, real cards. If the game comes down to it, like, I don't know, say we're in a position where our opponent's on 2.
Yeah, I think that's the pick here. Otherwise, it would be complete disregard.
Also, look at this. Like, there's some pretty good stuff in here. It's not a ton of great stuff because like Boiling Earth is not the best, but
There's refined cards in Brood Hunter Worm, good cards and complete disregard, and Calistria Night Watch, playable cards in Grave Birthing and Spell Shrivel.
at this point, also From Beyond with Brood Butcher is gonna be.
That's literally what I was saying.
I know.
A Drooling Grudian.
I know. I'm
Oh, man.
re-saying it.
Here's the reason why green sucks is because look at that Sylvan Scrying.
Still freaking scrying. I guess in our deck.
So we have the choice of Infest. We could also pick up an 8-drop or play Natural Connection. Voracious Null was actually rated quite highly, which is funny because I've never seen that card played more than once.
Fair. Neither have I.
I guess it does work really well with From Beyond.
So the trick here is Rising Miasma, I think, just kills all of my creatures most of the time, but on the other hand,
If you make landfall, it doesn't kill the Gnarlids.
Right, and also, like, I don't really care too badly about the others dying, but, like, and also, Rising Miasma is one of the cards that makes Blighted Fen not suck, because,
Yeah, get rid of their little guys. It would, like, either be that, or, like, it might be Demon's Grasp, or Eldrazi Devastator.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just slam down my big old Eldrazi. Let's get the token Eldrazi down now.
Did just pick up a ramp spell.
Yeah, that's more what I'm thinking. Like, we have the ramp spell. Let's go ahead and pick up the.
Do you want to pick up another one? We have a Blighted Woodland in our deck.
We do. I'm also looking at like just evolving wilds or like that's about like evolving
Yeah,
wilds is the only
because
other
we're
card in
not
here.
getting either of those cards back, so this is really the decision point. Do we want Breaker of Armies or do we want Evolving Wilds?
I basically assume that like oh yeah, too bad now that there's a better Eldrazi I can't ever, you know.
It's fine. This guy's not quote unquote better. He's just a one-sided wrath. That's
Oh,
all he is.
uh-huh. That's it. Just
Yeah, he's also probably going to live when he attacks, by the way, especially when you're playing combat tricks.
Sure, let's pick up a second. Mostly basically From Beyond has completely changed the tone of what I want to do.
I think Evolving Wilds is the safer pick. I think this is the more exciting pick.
Evolving
And
Wilds with two Snapping Gnarls is pretty freaking good, not gonna
no,
lie.
also not untrue.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sure. This is an Eyeless Watcher pick pretty easily. Like the rest
No,
of the
no, no.
cards
We
in
should
here
we
are
need to
nice,
pick that
but
7-drop.
yes, we need our curve.
We need our curve to be shaped like a hammer, so we can hammer our opponents into submission. I would also be happy with that coloring drone, but this is definitely an Eyeless Watcher pick.
Yeah. Also, like this card owns
Oh, I forget Tide Drifter. Yeah.
that.
Wait, no, yeah. Eyeless Watcher was the guy we wanted because of Drooling Grudian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how our ramp plan and our murder plan are converging.
Yeah, we ramp, and once we get to like 8 lands, we just cast our things anyways, and then we just spend all our ramp stuff on murder.
Yeah.
So yeah, black green ramp.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, this is
Black
totally
used to
real.
get Dark Ritual.
Yeah.
Not in like 10 years, but.
Well.
Well, we have a natural connection pick, or we have a weirdly aggressive card pick.
Yeah, like Skitterskin is aggressive and like decent at it, but man, it only functions like if we have other. I don't know. I've never been terribly impressed by Skitterskin.
He is like the card I linked yesterday during Yoko, the Ogre Taskmaster, only he has another line of text on him. Generate him. Ogre Taskmaster was only ever like okay.
So what the hell do we want here? Like, is Natural Connection good enough to pick up, or like, do we want another Eldrazi Devastator?
You have 2 Snapping Gnarlids, or it could be Eldrazi Devastator.
I mean, that's like fixing too. Basically, I think we can come by more big old targets. We're not gonna have a.
Yeah, it's like the third Devastator we've seen. They're not being picked highly. Baloth or Drone. I don't think it's Mindraker. There is a case to be made for Night Watch, but I don't think we need it.
No, I feel like our 5s are better, and Dominator Drone. I like the card.
Yeah, it's a fun card. It's a 3-mana 3/2. I have played Balduvian Barbarians for 15 years.
I may say that I am at times I am too good for Hill Giant, but nobody's too good for Balduvian Barbarians. Come on.
Yeah, you don't always like it, but you deal with it.
Yeah, hell, Grey Ogre is, you know.
Yeah, Grey Ogre often makes the cut. Yeah, our pod chain is awful, by the way. Can we actually make Void Attendant work? I forget the other. What does he actually do?
Makes Eldrazi spawns for 2 by consuming things. Basically, the only way we have to turn him on is Eldrazi Dominator drones hitting.
It's a Hurling Minotaur. We also might pick up some fight spells or some hopefully complete disregards in pack 3.
Yeah, I'm fine having a bit more of a pile of cards around 2 and 3. Like that's where I want to have things. Ooh yeah, look at that shiny mountain.
We can pick up the that looks like a Kamigawa land.
It really
that looks like
doesn't
a
it?
that's like a sideways Tindo ice bridge.
This looks like you could find one of those. Whoa, my goodness! Colors are just like
Kaz and Sludge Crawler.
Yeah,
Sludge Crawler would make.
It's looking like Kaz and Sludge Crawler are the 2 here.
Sludge would make our Void Attendant a little better.
Also, Sludge is just a good card.
Sludge is also just a good card. It has something to do with our ramp. and Void and the retreat is good.
This is
It's
a
a
good
good
retreat.
retreat.
This is a good retreat.
It's not the
Wait,
white
wait, wait,
retreat.
wait. I'm being forced to choose between Kaz and Sludge.
Well, I'm the one
Yeah.
here, so obviously, uh,
um,
com- grave birthing, or do we
yeah.
want to pick up a scour from existence?
I don't know
Be-
if a Scour from Existence is ever the card I want to cast.
grave
Ever.
birthing is like a filler card, really.
I,
Um,
it says it. I mean, it technically is ramp. It's technically a lot of things. Okay.
yeah, grave birthing is like a multi-tool that doesn't do anything in particular.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scour would just be a sideboard card that's going to be irrelevant after Pack 3 fixes all of our problems for us.
Huh. Here's all those green cards no one wants because like they're not terribly good. Voracious
Okay, now,
Gnome might actually be fine with From Beyond.
yeah, with our make just a guy who works okay. People play enchantment removal in this set, like Pin to the Earth, and and
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically it. But people do play enchantment removal in this format, so Various Null isn't the worst.
I like how my removal is Ruinous Path and nothing. That's pretty good so far. More blister pods, which I will take again because they work very well with Brood Butcher.
Our best Brood Butcher is the other removal piece we have.
Yeah,
Well, we have a one-sided wrath. It's called Breaker of
of armies.
Armies.
Yeah, we can break their armies.
We break their armies with an 10-8.
Mm-hmm. And then we break their leggies. We do it.
Is that even a late Blister Pod? Because Blister Pod is like the weakest of that. Of No, it's not. It's because the blue salvage drone is also not great.
Salvage Drone actually has the
He has the nod
ingest.
though, because he has ingest. Yeah.
Blister Pod is just like Blister Pod is a card that I used to make fun of a lot called Tukatung Thalid.
Yeah, Tukatung Thalid, which was a cool guy. I liked Tukatung Thalid, but
I always laughed at the Tukatung Thalid because there was a player who like was playing Tukatung Thalid in constructed. I'm picking up Bone Splinters, I think here.
yeah, I think Bone Splinters is better than the $2 bill. So
Yeah, but yeah, was playing Tukatung Thalid in like a Jund deck in constructed, like when you could just pay 3 mana for 3 Tukatung Thalids.
yeah, with your Tyrannesk, basking, not basking. What was
no,
Alpha Tyrannex? Yeah.
no,
That's
You
a
want Sprouting Thrynix.
Sprouting Alpha Tyrannex is a 6-1, a 6/5
Yeah.
that you played in shards because sometimes people just couldn't deal with it.
But yeah, I'm taking the real ass removal spell.
Yeah, with our mobilization and our
Mm-hmm.
mini blister pods, we could definitely use that.
Yeah. I
Oh,
honestly
man,
like 3
card I
copies
want?
of this I'd play.
I want Trumpet Blast.
Yeah, I was actually looking out for the sprout for the not the sprout swarm, the swarm
Skittering's invasion. That's not what that card
no,
is.
screw it. It's Savage Roar, whatever.
Oh yeah, Savage Roar. We're looking for Savage Roar.
We're looking for Savage Roar. Yeah. Huh.
Was that top end we want?
I do find this card hilarious.
We could attack with our snapping Gnarlids and
Mm-hmm.
be like, ah! This is. We have to do it first, so we get to attack with 5/5s or 6/6s because you make landfall then cast it. So yeah,
I'm okay with this card. I
it would be like that or plummet for the
yeah.
board.
I don't think there's anything I want high enough in here to pass this. Like like Altar's Reap in our deck would probably actually be like okay. Lifespring Druid is okay. Plummet's a sideboard card, but like Nissa's Renewal is sweet and cool, and
Yeah,
and like that's about it. It's not like good, but I like it.
it's fine. It's a nice spell.
Gains 7 life.
It gains you 7 life. That's more than if we cast that guy, the tall man.
All right, so this is Call the Scions, Oran Reef Invoker, good old Hero of Gomafada chilling up in that corner. Indestructible, handing
Yep.
off.
Indestructible.
Invoker or more Scions is, I guess, the question.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways of producing scions.
Big thing is we don't have an Invoker.
We don't have an invoker.
And we have a lot of ramp.
Orange seems good.
The person who picks up this Hero of Gomafada is going to be the person who has like 3 copies of Drana's Emissary and just kicks everybody in because that's how they do.
Yeah, and they also got that Bloodbond Vampire.
Yeah.
The real strength of Drana's Emissary is it makes the deck it was designed for work on its own without playing Squire. You don't have to play Squire to make this good. Culling Drone? Or Bone Splinters?
I would say I'm thinking Bone Splinters just as like you counted our our
7 was the last count, yeah.
Yeah.
As, Breed Butcher does make a Scion when it comes into play, right?
It does make 1 Scion, only 1, which I
Yeah.
always thought was kind of funky, but because for like 1 more mana and mono blue, you get a 5/5 that gives you 2 and just taps the hell out of everything.
Which is really just as good. Tapping is like destroying.
Yeah, I've against that Greed Lord opponent in at the Grand Prix, I forced them to play Bone Splinters, sacrificing that 5/5 to kill a 1/1 Endless One.
Nice.
That was how they had to do it to win the game.
I guess Malakir would also.
Malakir's Familiar is like a good flyer, and I would be happy to have it. And I'm going to.
Also... How many remove? We can just keep play. Oh man.
Oh, Savage
Decision
Roar's
point.
here. Savage Roar, huh?
We already have 2 Bone Splinters. We do not yet have a Trumpet Blast.
It is a sorcery.
It does give almost all of our. Well, it gives many of our creatures first strike.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't give the Gnarlids, but those Dominator drones become 5/3 first strikers. We get 3/1 first strikers from all of our guys. I mean, if you just cast that with Breaker of Armies, you just win the game.
Your opponent's board disappears forever.
Your opponent's border just dies, and then they get attacked. They also get attacked by a 10-power Eldrazi Devastator. Because I'm assuming we haven't won the game somehow with those 2 cards in play already, able to attack.
Yo.
Okay, we pick an overrun and like invalidate our last pick.
This is effectively a 5-mana overrun that has a shitty body.
Yeah, it's like a shitty overrun with a shitty body attached, but that makes it just fine. Do you have any other allies?
That's what I'm looking for, and I think the answer is literal no.
We have literal no. Can we splash a Clutch of Currents to cast on our own Tajuru Warcaller?
We'll find a way, that's fine. Or maybe we'll get another. I'm fine picking this up because we have enough. Like, yeah, there's Oran Reef Invoker, but like.
We have a bunch of bears right now, actually. Look at our Piker and pile of bears.
Yeah, there's 4 bears here. And like
4 bears in it.
It's not as big as you think, but.
Well, I know, but because there's those swell of growths that we're probably not playing.
Alright then.
Oh, bet, freaking the Sharpshooter.
Yeah. Removal. Ally.
Allies.
Removal.
Ally and removals.
Mm.
That's good. That's good.
That probably just takes Voracious Null's spot.
Yeah, I don't think we're playing. Voracious Null would be like a way to slowly win the game through like making a huge man, but we already have huge men, and this would be spending the same amount of time killing their creatures. Also, it's an ally. Guess we should start looking at cards to cut because this is gonna be a hard thing to fast build.
Well, let's do that. Let's take out a Swell of Growth and
reduce our swelling. There's an Unnatural Aggression, and then there is a Scythe Leopard. And there's a Tajira Beastmaster, who is a ally.
And also a fake overrun.
And is also just like a good gorilla. Jeez. So we have a fight spell. Do we need fight spell for playing Bone
Nah, I don't
Splinters?
think we
Yeah.
need fight spell.
So it's between Leopard and Beastmaster.
Leopard is more funny, like with the Nissa's renewal, but we already have enough ones that I feel fine playing. Uh,
Yeah, and the trick with Scythe Leopard is it's never going to be useless because of the Brood Butcher. Like if it becomes a useless 1/1, we can. Uh, I guess we have the. Do we want another huge man, or do we want something to make our Trumpet Blast better?
hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking Call the Scions personally.
It also makes our Bone Splinters a little less painful, where you're paying a card and a half to destroy a creature instead of
Well,
2 cards.
mostly because we got Trumpet Blast, and then we got Overrun, and then we got Fake Overrun, so, like, the value of multiple creatures is much higher in our deck. By the way, this is probably a plummet for the board.
Yeah, we could use Plumber for the board. Altar's Reap still not good enough to play in this format.
Ha!
Oh, okay. Or we were wrong.
Whatever, it just means I have two of them.
Uh, hey, I'm glad to see that. That spell kind of sucks, but I like it. Rending Vines for the board. We're not going to play Brooding Afterworm. You might want to destroy a land at some point.
Maybe. Alright, so I'm gonna cut out this stuff. Maybe one of the Swell Growth stays, but I wanted to cut that right away. And then we need to cut our threes pretty heavily.
Yeah. Looking quickly, probably a Call of the Scions and Natural Connection.
What about Void Attendant? How bad did that end up being for us? Like how many
We have a Sludge Belcher and 2 Dominator drones and a fight spell. So there are ways to make it work, but it's still like paying a lot for bad token generation. So
but
yeah,
it is a Hurloon Minotaur at the worst.
it is a Hurloon Minotaur at the worst. How many cuts do we actually need? We're at
We need to make 4.
4 cuts. We're at 27. I'll start if you even start to question it, cut it. Cut that Void Attendant. Do we want or need Kozilek's Channeler or Nissa's Renewal?
We probably don't. Because we're not actually fixing colors with Nissa's Renewal, we probably don't actually need Nissa's Renewal. Kozilek's Channeler, however, is a body
That lets us.
and...
It also lets us cast our Devastators on turn 6, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, Blister Pod number 2. When we got Call of the Scions, I guess.
I'm sort of thinking Fight Spell because I almost never have a good time with Fight Spell.
Oh, yeah, we're token guy. Yeah, get
Yeah.
that crap out of our.
Like, this card only functions if, like, this is on the board, and even then,
Yeah, and
like...
Breaker of Armies fights for us. He fights by attacking.
Yeah. Our removal is Bone Splinters and Ruinous Path. That's probably enough.
Bone Splinters, multiple Ruinous Path.
I guess then that
Yeah.
means Grave Birthing's got to be the final because this is the most filler card, right? Like,
Yeah, that's like if you're not playing Elvish Visionary because it's an elf, you don't really need to play it if you're looking for cuts. So we're at 23. Yeah.
yeah, and this is looking pretty solid. I like having both Mortuary Mire and Fertile Thicket because
We have a black tap land, a green tap land, a black colorless land, and a green colorless land.
This is
We're
good.
looking heavier green though, funnily enough.
This looks very interesting. I think we're missing a couple of the very like the cards we've seen this archetype out of our opponent, but never on our side.
Yeah.
Like we fought the opponent who had the Algae Gariel on 2 that doesn't have Shroud.
Yeah, that guy would be really strong here.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, the fungus among us, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Tajuru Beastmaster is in our deck to give our shitload of Scions +1/+1. You figured it out.
Unless he gives our Scions +3/+3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's a gorilla. Like,
Yeah, I mean...
that's what Kaz calls them.
I'm fine with them. They exist. Rot Shambler, that's the name of the...
Rot Shambler.
I'm not the best at remembering the name of cards.
Me either. Devastator, the reason you don't like Devastator is because that is not Ulamog's Crusher.
I'm always sad it's not Ulamog's Crusher. Always.
I wish it was the Ulamog's Crusher of this format. The actual...
Yeah, anyway, Really, I disagree. I think that green gets the nod pretty easily in this.
Yeah, Green gets the nod because we have a multi-black spell, a Ruinous Path,
And
and
a multi
and
green spell.
I suppose that's true. But we have green one drops and only one green black one drop. I don't know.
We have
I don't know,
technically we
man.
have three.
Well, yeah, you can't actually cast Bone Splinters on turn one if you don't have a creature to cast it
No,
using.
no, you can't. Ugh. So Brood Butcher and like our two rares are very key in what this deck does. Brood Butcher and From Beyond are both powerful.
Tajira Beast Call It Master is not a landfall creature, Seymour's. That is a ally. It just works when when it comes into play. Like he's not the landfall. There's
Um,
not a the landfall guy is like a 4 mana 5/5
so
or 5 mana 4.
people keep talking about reclaiming vines. Really, there's a couple things that are a knock against reclaiming vines. For one, artifacts like don't exist. Like I realize that there are pieces of equipment like Slab Hammer, but like they basically aren't real. Like none of
Enchantments aren't either. Yeah.
enchantments basically like enchantments are very rare as well because they aren't terribly good in this format. Like you know,
Like if they pin to the earth our guy, we just kill them with a Breed Butcher. It's fine.
right. We just sacrifice it and like Pin to the Earth works. There's a couple decent enchantments, but not as many as like say Innistrad. Innistrad had a lot of good enchantments for converse.
Like
Now the land
there's
destruction part of it is like there, like you can cut people off of a color if they're being greedy, but 4 mana for a I I I I won't play Stone Rain most of the time. I'm not gonna pay 4 for my goddamn Stone Rain.
See, I will play Stone Rain any day of the week. That's because I'm me.
Oh god. All right,
I will not play Demolish.
we gotta fight
Oh
Sildra.
no, we gotta kill Sildren. We gotta kill the sixth Doctor. Which Doctor is the one with the scarf? I don't actually know. Is this a hand we can keep?
6 lands and a card.
His hand doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but Rending Vines is not Wrecking Ball. Like comparing the two is like absolutely false in about 3 ways.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball could murder creatures. Okay, you could compare Rending Vines to Wrecking Ball if we were playing Scars.
I'm trying this shit. This is horrible. Let's rock.
Let's rock. Also, Wrecking Ball was an uncommon and an instant.
No, Wrecking Ball was a common.
Oh, he got reprinted as a uncommon somewhere, didn't it?
That was a common.
Yeah, plus I had a bunch of goblins on the yard. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Got it, coach. Alright, I didn't even realize that was our trumpet blast in our hand. Oh,
I know. Our hand kind of sucks.
We're being beat down by bear. Or not yet, we aren't. But we probably are.
Yep. All right. So as the story begins, Sildra beats us, Karlboss, up and casts us. No, very powerful. Oh my god. I'm loving it. Uh-oh, Voracious Null.
That's a gray ogre.
Alright, let's get
Let's
cards.
take 5
and
mill
2 more forests.
forests.
Yep. Alright.
We could like draw a forest, we can bone splinters the hell out of something.
Right.
Oh no!
Help. Help.
We're taking
Send
7
help.
damage. Are we just dead
Help.
next turn no matter what?
Help. We're leaving.
Okay. So that happens in Magic the Gathering sometimes.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You can't.
Are you joking me? No!
You can't. We'll never return to the boar again.
Wait, can I not return to data either?
No, it's begin
No,
sideboard.
no, but yeah, right now, but like, I can't begin sideboard.
We can't sideboard.
I swear, if I can't get it to return to data later, I'm gonna be.
We're probably. Listen, Data died in Star Trek Nemesis. It's fine. The timeline has been altered.
I'm gonna hit the button and not draw a crap hand.
Let's do that.
Yes, I'd like to play first. Alright, Fertile Thicket makes us capable.
We got a bear in hand. We have 2 bears in hand.
Yeah, a lot.
We have a piker. We can just draw swamp. We'll be golden. It'd actually be okay drawing Mortuary Mire if we can trade off our bear first.
Yes. Hey!
Wow,
You can't pick the...
You can't pick the Mire, no. But swamp is almost as good. Sometimes even better. We have no shuffle effects. It's fine.
Give me the swamp. And bleed it with front foot.
Now, do we play the sharpshooter next turn, or do we play a piker or a bear?
I think it depends on what our opponent does here, which is I'm going to play Call the Scions in response to that one.
Let's attack with our 3/3. Or we could play bear and sludge.
Yeah, that's also good.
I guess they both make 2 bodies.
Let's go with biggest board.
Hey, we can play spells. It's great.
I can cast things. Alright, Voracious Knolls here again. I need a land.
If we draw a land, things are very good. That's okay.
No, the question is, like, I attack with Sludge Crawler, or do I attack, like...
You could turn team sideways. You'd probably trade Snapping Gnarlid for Piker, get in for 3, and then play Dominator Drone for the life suck. If Sludge Belcher dies, that's not as good. But if he's willing to trade Sludge Belcher for like either of his guys, that's probably fine. Basically, it's how aggressive do you want to be?
Let's make him think we have tricks or something. Okay, so we're gonna...
I'm fine with simplifying boards.
I'm not, because I don't think we win a simplified board game.
True.
Like, I think we lose that pretty handily if it gets late. Like, at least at the moment. So,
I like pass.
Alright, so this is gonna be a Sea Kite to eat my Oran Reef. Let's see if we got it. Oh, nope. Sweet. So, let's play the Blister Pod first, and Carrier Thrall, and now we have...
Our board's back.
Yeah,
also,
now our board's back. Our opponent passed on
die.
4, so that's nice.
Doesn't... oh no.
Yikes. That's large.
That's a difficult card to beat, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Do we play the sharpshooter? That doesn't do anything.
What does anything here?
Call of the Scions looking for Trumpet Blast. Or Dominator Drone to put him at 11.
Looking for Trumpet Blast sounds like a good...
Are we to lose?
Well, like, I don't know what else to do on this board, because, like, if that... He's probably not attacking with the Guardian.
Yeah, he's probably not attacking. This also does ramp us, so that if we draw something exciting, we might be able to cast it. Like Bone Splinters.
Yeah, can I please draw Bone Splinters? God, that would have been really good here.
Just rip that and then attack for 4.
Yeah, so I see our opponent, like... At least they played 4 islands prior to playing their Guardian, but they'll probably play, like, 2 more following it. Yep.
So we have 6 mana, so we do need to... If we wanted to invoke, we would have to put 2 more lands. Okay, he's playing a Dogs.
A wall.
Getting there. Do we play the sharpshooter or do we play the salvage drone?
I can play both.
Throw away a Scion?
Yeah, just to play both and get the board like out there as much as possible.
That might be worth it.
I want to have as big of a board as possible at the moment, and this is the best way to do that.
I'm sad that the sharpshooter doesn't exactly mess up combat math right now.
Not really.
Now with his 5 toughness creatures.
Yeah. This is where like Swamp Infest comes down.
Yeah, and we just lose the game.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
nice.
we lose a part of our board, but not all of it.
All right, I'm okay with.
He was terrified of that invoker. Does he realize that's like one of our outs? Got it, coach.
Uh-huh.
Do we play? I guess we play it.
Yeah, because I don't see us using the sharpshooter, and attacking all out means we deal 4 damage and then like get owned because we lose our entire board for it. So let's just keep building the board.
Yeah, we're trying to get our trumpet blast math to work right.
No, we have multiple overruns in the deck, so
We could even cast one of them.
also our opponent's hand is just a bunch of 5-mana spells. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I mean, his 5-mana spells are mostly good.
Okay.
Okay, can we draw Drooling Grudian? That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so that doesn't do anything. The more cards are gone out of my opponent, the better I feel. Oh, and
Attacking. So we can only attack for he blocks our sharpshooter. He takes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
I guess we play it. Yeah, I guess we play it.
Yeah, and then
And then the next turn we can actually make combat math awkward. Maybe. No, we're still a little bit of mana away from that.
counter it.
We need... Oh, okay.
All right. So now combat math.
Yeah, now you can't block Brood Butcher without trading. But he's probably fine trading Oracle of... No, Oracle of Dust doesn't even trade. With Brood Butcher. Brood Butcher just bounces off and kills it. And same thing with the Guardian. So yeah, basically he has to tap... Oh no, he's going to give us the Deadly
this the
Sewer
secret?
Gas. Oh my
Alright.
god!
Hell yeah! You know what?
Oh no!
Hey, that's better now than later.
Because he blocks the...
Yeah, he gets to kill a guy, whatever.
He probably doesn't fear the Sharpshooter right now because the Grudian is worse
Yeah.
for him.
All right.
Our opponent is playing Royal Mage's Trick.
In a 2-color deck. Bone Splinters. Bye bye. Get
oh
the
my
hell out of
god!
here, Oracle of
Okay.
Dust. Holy shit.
I guess that was a 2-for-1. Can we draw Bone Splinters? Can we draw a Bone Splinters? Our opponent can draw Island, it turns out.
Yo, attack me. I will crack back.
We play that. We have 8 drops in our deck. You're thinking about attacking. He blocks.
No. I'm just thinking about holding it until we draw the 8-drop, but
Well, that's fair too. Yeah, because we could also draw a Landsfall creature, maybe.
not really. There's all our landfall creatures are gone, but it lets me at least like bluff a card.
That's true.
So our opponent can't at least can't play small things because of the sharpshooter, but
Yeah, his Goblin Pikers
but
are.
all my opponent has is big things. So all right,
Alright,
another
but
5
back-
toughness. Yay!
Okay, so is he getting back Demon's Grasp, or is
With
he
what?
immediately
With what?
murdering?
With what?
Oh, right. He can't do it.
This is a 5 toughness creature with no text.
Okay. If we draw a Trumpet Blast, our Dominator Drone becomes a 0/2 first strike.
Here we are. Oh my god.
Only for a moment, and the moment's gone.
You know what?
Just leave up black.
All right, team is here.
So we have 3 cards in the deck. That would be a pretty good draw for in terms of attacking.
All right, a card I really don't care about. Okay, triggered by island.
Carrier Soul becomes sleepy.
Uh-huh.
He's cracking in.
Yeah.
What do we get by going wide?
Jack, because we can't draw cards.
If we go wide, he takes 1, 2, 3, 4.
I probably should have -1 to that, so I didn't take all the damage. No, I would have had to sack spawns. That's not worth it.
Okay.
Like, if we attack all out here, we hit for 5, and then, like, get killed back or whatever.
Yeah, we get killed back and lose our sharpshooter. So not yet worth doing.
We're just certainly sitting here doing Jack. That's part of the
Trade
game.
2 Scions for Dominator Drone at end of turn if you wanted to. That's probably not worth doing.
No, I'm just gonna preventive
clock.
Yeah, preventive pointed damage.
That actually doesn't reduce the clock, but
it does if I do it all 3 turns.
Ah, true enough. Does opponent draw island? No, he draws. Oh man, our opponent was smart.
Yeah.
You could cast that and then still kill despite this guy's spawner.
Yeah.
If you trade a Scion for it.
2 Scion.
Yeah, 2 Scions. That'd be a creature that could attack, though.
Seeing as we're about to lose to that flyer over there, we do need to do that.
You could attack with Blister Pod, but all it would do would be bounce off his 2/5 and make a Scion.
I think I'm okay with that. Give me a mana.
Got it, coach.
All right.
So we have many outs. Like, we're not out of it yet.
Yeah, we just need to draw some of them. Like, any kill spell for the Guardian would own. Any of our overrun effects would own. That sort of thing.
Like, Ruinous Path would own the freaking bones.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, dead on board, dead on board, dead on board.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Let's attack all out and see what happens.
Yeah, like, nothing gets me out of this.
Our opponent forget to block.
I'm just... There's no sharpshooters that get me out of this. I'm looking for blocks that get me out of this. Like, if I can get that Silent Skimmer in combat.
But we still have we have Nazim there. It's going to fly in for 3 damage if we shrink it. We have to shrink it twice.
Well, no, I mean, we need to kill the Silent Skimmer and then shrink this twice. Like, that's it, so...
We do have a fair amount of mana, but we're attacking with the Channeler. Okay.
I have to.
Forget to block and die! No! Don't do that! Don't block and live! Not block and die!
Yeah, and I can't kill the Silent Skimmer, and all I can do is die.
Opponent didn't do what I asked them to, and then we lose.
Yeah, we needed to draw the cards in our deck that were alive in that moment, but
Well, yeah.
and I don't even think we can return to data.
We'll find out after this combat step.
I'm
No, we
sorry.
just booted this out.
No!
Return to details.
It's dead.
It's fucking dead.
No! Come on. I can't squish it.
Do 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 do.
Our opponent had an air knife. That's the obvious. That's the obvious happening.
Do do do. Yeah, this was the worst draft ever. This draft sucked. Our deck was okay,
Our deck was sweet.
this is the first time in a long time that we've had a sweet deck and then lost round one.
Oh, I mean that's a thing that happens. So
I know. I mean, saying most of our BFC decks have been jank shit that win. So here's the other question. It's been an hour and 19 minutes. Do you feel like jumping in for round two?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm gonna cut the stream.
Now we're going to go round one in this one too, so we want to disguise the video length.
Yeah.
I bet sounded you just missed the draft. We lost in round one.
Yep. I can show
So
you. We got owned by Sildra. Sildra showed up and
First one was a bad mulligan where we hit two hands and then stopped.
yep.
And the other game was a very long, drawn-out game where we failed to draw any of our removal spells. We had six cards.
We were good.
Yeah.
I think the big thing was that I maybe should have boarded in the plummet.
We didn't know about Nazim at that point, though.
No,
we didn't even know
Jack.
about we didn't know about Eldrazi's Sky Spawner at that point either.
Well, you can assume that one.
You can assume that if your opponent's deck is good, you can, but they could have just been playing dregs for all we knew. It's hard to know. Basically,
Well,
I'm saying.
I can tell you that our opponent was playing dregs. Royal Mage's Trick on 2 colors.
I can agree.
Jigglybuff.
Oh man, Jigglybuff.
Jigglybuff.
Is that like Kibri?
That's gotta be.
Jigglybuff is like Kibri. Only
Yeah.
they go out and put the soda fountain together and flex.
Mm-hmm.
Jigglypuff flexes their abs. Kibri flexes his nose.
So yeah, we're gonna jump back in. Jigglybuff is the final. That's definitely the name of the. Bigglypuff. Yeah, that's the name of the final smash. You're correct.
Dingo Beast 13, born in the year 13, thousands of years ago. What does that card even do? Whenever a land enters the opponent under control, that player exiles the top 2 cards of his library. You draw 2 cards. Okay. Is that mythic strong enough to put you into 2 colors immediately?
You draw 2 cards.
It's also a 6-mana 5/7.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also huge.
Is this like a large creature? What removal kills that in this format? Ruinous Path?
7 toughness.
Okay, it dies to 2 pieces of removal. One of them is in this pack.
Yeah, 2 of them are in the pack. 3 of them are in the pack.
Okay, Clutch of Currents doesn't kill it. Smite will. Stone Fury Bite if you have 7 lands.
That's likely.
That's not unlikely. And then the third one is if you attack with it, it dies to the best removal spell in the format. That white one.
Yeah. The destroy target tapped sheer drop.
Yeah, Sheer Drop. That card is sickeningly good because they took a normal okay card, Assassinate, and then just stapled Awaken to it.
Yep. Yeah. Blade Master would be cool if there wasn't like a mythic that's pretty sweet in there. Okay.
Prairie Stream to be like speculative, try to play your Devastator no matter what. And then there's like Smoky blue cards.
I'm like okay with horribly awry.
Yeah, that usually is a
Also,
remove
this
soul.
fog freaking is a dumb blowout.
That is a blowout of a fog. There's also Calistria Healer
Yeah,
and
and
Tightening
like tightening
Coils and
coils.
Salvage Drone, weak blue cards.
I'm okay with. I have respect for horribly awry as a control piece.
Yeah, almost all of the time that's going to be remove soul. Like,
Yeah. The Prairie Stream is. I'm not. I have no idea. I don't care how much it's worth. It's probably worth a couple
it's like
bucks.
it's like 2 or 3 ticks. It's like not an
I will
insane
look it
amount.
up for you so that I can.
Well,
Uh,
I'll do it right now with my powers of second monitor that you also have, and
yeah.
yours will be faster because your internet's much better than mine.
Well, I'm streaming, so it might be worse.
I highly doubt that. Also, I was slowed down by not knowing how to spell prairie, and neither does MTGO traders. Nice. Prairie Stream is 2 1/4.
Yeah, I've got
Two tickets and 40 cents. Anyways, Rush of Ice.
Yeah, that looks like the card here. Like Oracle of Dust is also like a choice, but
That's a fine dogs. There's also Silent Skimmer.
hmm.
A double unblockable 0/4.
I'm always happy with Rush of Ice.
I know you are. It's a fine card. It's better worse than Clutch of Current. It's better because it doesn't return their Eyeless Watcher to their hand.
But it's worse because it doesn't bounce their island.
It's worse because it doesn't bounce their island. That is true.
Like, that's the point where, you know, Cryptic Cruiser, Demon's Grasp, Tightening Coils.
I think the Grasp is the strongest card here. Cruiser is not that good.
Yeah, that's just the first one I saw, and it's I'd play it. It's playable, but
It's a kill giant, but
um, I'm
Demon's
sitting.
Grasp is expensive. Are you also looking at Devastator?
Nah, I'm looking at Tightening Coils.
That's really removal.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out if like Demon's Grasp. Would,
Early or late removal. That's your choice, really.
well, they both have similar effects. Pick up Demon's Grasp as a big removal.
I hate that card so much.
I know.
I hated Lash of the Whip. Remember how we were so happy to have Throttle, and that card blows?
Yeah, that card freaking sucks.
Uh, Bone Splinters? Or Cloud Manda.
I was gonna say Bone Splitters. I don't know how good. Like
I'm going to assume Bone Splinters is usually good. Like, you don't have to work
yeah.
too hard to make Bone Splinters
Okay,
good.
you know what? That's fair. That's completely fair, and maybe I should give it that because like
Although there's also
our opponent threw the goddamn Oracle of Dust at us, and it was like, yeah, whatever, that worked.
I guess Cloud Manta is also like a fine choice. It's Snapping Drake. I'm not going to say no to Snapping Drake.
Right,
So
right.
I don't think you can go poorly here. Is the more salient point.
There's no white and red. That's kind of worth noting.
This is all Sultai colors, to use the term they really want you to say.
Culling Drone, Incubator Drone, Deathless Behemoth.
I saw that card immediately and was wondering when you'd say it.
Shit. I love me some Deathless Behemoth.
That's a good Titan. And like you're giving up Bear for
I was
that.
saying, am I giving up Bear? Like, is Bear worth?
Bear might be needed to make our deck work, but Deathless Behemoth just wins the game, right?
I mean, it's huge and it's large and does a job. I want Incubator. I want both of these cards pretty badly for the deck. Incubator Drone makes Bone Splinters function.
Yeah.
Also, let Sire of Stagnation come down a turn earlier. I'm willing to pick Titan because Bear is probably a more replaceable card in the abstract. like in this pack where there's like literally a Mindraker and nothing else in colors.
Wonder if green. Green is looking to be open, and I think the correct green card to pick would be Lifespring Druid. Because
Hmm.
if we're going to force our mythic to be playable, we'll need to fix it somehow.
I hate being the person in green because uh because of fixing. Like, let us jump into green so that I can mana fix for my.
Yeah. Or do you want to pick up that Mindraker and try to get a calling drone to go with it?
I'm gonna pick up the Mindraker and say that I want to be in the Sire of Stagnation. Oracle of Dust, which I'm okay with as a defensive creature.
Dogs.
We need early game. We need more stuff to work with our opponent early. But
Dogs.
dogs function.
Everybody's telling us to avoid green, which is green's secret power.
I didn't want those cards in green in that specific pack. Like none of the like even like if Lifespring Druid is the best card, I'm pretty
Uh,
resolved not to pick it.
Orin Reef Viper is the best card.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
Viper, but Orin Reef Invoker.
yeah. Like I'm not. It's not like
Yeah, green is under 50%. It's at 48, and blue is at 52. So, like, this is the wiggle room we're in. Oh, by the way, these colors are open. We should pick up that Stone Fury unless we want to really play Buyer's Malice.
or
Spawning
spawning
Bed is
bed.
also
I
real.
would say
Yeah.
spawning bed actually looks real enough for me.
I really like Stone Fury because it's really good removal, but Spawning Bed is also good land.
Right. But yeah, my thought there on that is with the Lifespring Druid was the green card we would have picked there, and like why go into a third color to splash for fixing? Like
Like, it
of
would
all the
basically be
things you can do,
because,
it's like
yeah, it was bad, but the reason you would do it would be because our colors were cut and green was open, and, like, if you wanted to force
meh.
your music.
I do want to force the mythic, but I'm gonna do that by picking cards in color.
Okay, Hill Giant, we'll play you. Oh my god.
All
Where's
right, so
Kavanaugh at? Where's Kavanaugh at?
I wish we had an Oran Viper. Holy shit. So
Because Stone Fury is bigger than Throttle.
like by definition, always.
Yeah, it is by a point better. It's also scales way better. Grip of Desolation is a card that wins you the game when you cast it.
Also a sheer drop.
That's also true. God, Grip of
But
Desolation though. That
I know.
card is so good.
Basically, Grip of Desolation is good enough for me to pick over sheer drop because like they have a functional. It's fine.
It's an instant.
It's like yeah,
It's
I
a two
real.
for one.
It's
It might
the
kill
big thing
two
is the 2
creatures.
for 1.
So you were thinking about going into white here? Like,
No, well, mostly basically if Grip wasn't here, like I sheer drop is powerful enough for me to pick up.
I would think about it. Then I would also look at like Dominator Drone and even Mist Intruder.
Yeah. Kavanaugh, what you've done to deserve the neural pathway between Royal Mage's Trick and Kavanaugh is this word right there, the first one under instant. It's right there.
I heard you say that card was all right if you could full converge it. I heard you say that. No, you were talking about Brilliant Spectrum when you said that, but that was also false.
Brilliant Spectrum, if you full converge it, is a copy of
It's
careful,
it's
careful consideration.
freaking careful. Can we pick up a Nakana Cutthroat, or do we want Skitter Skin here or Reclaimer?
I'm
We can
almost
actually make
thinking,
yeah.
like Reclaimer is kind of cool.
If we can make that work, it'd be pretty good because we have Grip of Desolation to pick up. But
well, Grip makes it work.
grip does I grip you and you grip me. Or I know you grip me and I grip you. Mama calls the grip the flu. And then how'd the rest of the rhyme go?
There's also
Uh,
Coralheim Guide here, which is like have like
a fine piker.
yeah, a piker, a good piker, especially when we have things like Deathless Behemoth to hand off. But Reclaimer owns. Reclaimer's cool.
It's a pretty good.
You grip my back and I'll grip. The grasp. We have no bears. I'm aware of this. It's only pack 2, and it's only pick 2 of pack 2, so we're fine. We'll find the bears.
My John. You want to pick that royal spout up?
Pretty heavily.
Do it, man.
Like, we just picked up a way to pick it the hell up, too.
We'll get that. We'll get that Hurloon Minotaur. It's fine. Cast that royal spout 3 times. And we'll cast it on a land each time, so it'll be like we're playing Plow Under.
You don't know how much I love Royal Spout. This card, actually, you do. I've been talking about this card forever. So
I do though. Me, the human.
Yes, you do.
Quote unquote. Gnomebitten knows the desire that is in your
yes,
that
the
burns
desire
brightly in your chest. The Infiltrator's probably the actual pick, but
yeah, whatever.
Pick up that Royal Spout, man.
Yeah, like I'm. Also, Zada's pretty cool around here. You know, I like Zada.
Yeah, we can copy Zada with our Rush of Ice.
Oh, yeah, we can rush and tap all creatures we control. Owned. Culling Drone versus Evolving Wilds.
Bear. Pick the Evolving Wilds.
Yeah, bear.
That sounds like you picked drone.
Bear.
Pick the bear.
Bear.
Look at that volcanic upheaval, so I can scowl at it.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this 4-mana Stone Rain.
What is that? That's got lava on it, and it gives me only one idea, and that idea is that I miss Stone Rain.
How about this idea?
That guy has some ideas. His ideas are menacing because he is on fire.
I'm gonna pass every bear. I'm gonna do it.
We're not gonna play grizzly bears.
Everybody's giving me crap about passing bears, so I'm gonna keep doing it until like there's actually a bear that I'll pick. You know.
I see only who have to give you crap, and
whatever.
I'm almost one of them. Bear. Okay, there's not one.
There's no bear here. There's like a Rush of Ice. There's a Brood Monitor, but there's a Rush
pick up Rush of Ice or Silent Skimmer or Mortuary Miner. Pick up the Rush of Ice. We'll stay alive through Rush of Ice until we can cast Grip of Desolation and Sire of Stagnation.
I'm looking at Mortuary Mire for later. That's all I'm doing here. Silent Skimmer's okay, but I like Rush of Ice.
Stone Rain sort of sucks in Standard unless you have, like... The reason they don't print Stone Rain anymore is because there's been several really oppressive decks that use land destruction with bounce. Like, Boomerang is also not a card they print anymore.
How many copies of Rush of Ice is too many?
How willing are you to cast it on 1 mana?
I think I'm picking Silent Skimmer.
There we go.
I think I found the number that's too many, so...
Okay, because I asked the pertinent question. Because if you have too many of them, you just start to have to casting them for 1.
I don't want to do that.
You're sort of throwing them away.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's pick, like, a card I'm okay playing, which is Silent Skimmer. It's, like, not the best, but it's also not the worst, and it killed me, so...
Okay, so Boomerang last got printed in 5th edition.
Yeah.
So that was quite a while ago.
The edition you're looking for where it was dumb oppressive was 9th.
Yeah, 9th.
That
because 9th also had Eye to Nowhere.
Yeah, well, I didn't know where it was in Standard with it, yeah.
Yeah, where you could play... And also 9th had Magnivore.
Yeah, that was the other big thing, was I didn't know where existed. And also, you not only, like, did you have Bounce Your Land 8 times, but you had Annex... And
yeah, you had Annex and Stone Raid proper, so you could
and Dream Leash, which is take control of a tapped permanent.
Yeah, permanent.
Permanent, tapped, permanent.
Could you play that with... I'm actually looking at all the... The most recent one
Also,
might have been Regress in freaking Rise of the Eldrazi.
Oh boy. Grave Birthing is basically the cycling our deck may need.
It is. It is what you need when you need to feed. Like every
Yeah,
time they've printed Boomerang recently, they do it non-land.
that regret. Yeah, those are the most common types these days.
Hmm. Like Void Snare from M15, which is Boomerang
Sorcery.
sorcery for 1 mana. Which like it's a fine spell, in like
Yeah,
the in terms of like just
it's okay, I
tempo.
suppose.
Well, it's really cheap and it bounces anything. So
Sure, let's take Myers Malice. That's the only card in here that's actually
that's a
interpellable
winning spell. That's a spell that
for
wins games.
winners. How about a creature on curve?
It's on somebody's curve.
Hey, we got this. I mean, that's... How about Coralheim Guide?
That's an actually on curve creature.
Yeah, sure. More Silent Skimmer. That's fine. And did you know this card's unplayable in
I
limited?
I was actually aware of that. You have no
Okay.
idea. Dutiful Returned is kind of unplayable, but it's more unplayable because we have no creatures. But
uh,
pikers are 2/3 of a bear.
3/4 of a bear.
Don't make me squint at my computer for knowing numbers better than me, and therefore you, because you're in my computer. How do I know you're not just something in my computer, despite the fact that I have lifted you? Let's pick Muldrifter, asshole.
Um, this fucking sucks, and I say that in the most great way because there are 5 cards I want in here.
Okay, the actual pick is complete disregard, so we
Disregard.
don't freaking die. But that,
Yeah,
how devoted to the cause of Muldrifter are you?
that's not Muldrifter. It's very close. Also there's a Canopy Vista, but like removal is what you need to just not like
Die.
die. Spell Shrivel's
Also,
also a card I would want in my deck,
yeah.
but Complete Disregard is the card that keeps me alive. Um,
Oh, that's what we can splash Stasis Snare off our double
I've
evolving
I've
wilds.
done that. I did that at a draft at my store. I splashed 2 Stasis Snare and a Wrath of God. Those were my splash cards in white. Were 3 triple white cards or double white cards.
I'm fine with
Transgress is
that.
very good, but
Yeah,
like
I like complete disregard a little better because we have removal in the form of bone splinters.
oh man, Bone Splitter sucks in this deck. Oh no.
We have grave birthing and salvage drone to make it not as awful as it could be. Can we play Ulamog's Despoiler or Cloud Manta or
We can
something?
probably play Ulamog's Despoiler.
I guess, do we want a fourth 6-drop in our stack? Also, how likely are we to make that on 9/9? I guess is the other question.
Sire immediately does it. Grip immediately does it. Grave Birthing, Horribly Awry, Help.
So it's
Um,
possible, but not likely.
it could
Because
happen.
we have a
It,
salvage drone, so it could be likely. So it's
I
like
think
either that or Cloud Manta.
I think we're fine on top end, and I'd rather have like the flyer.
Same. I guess we could maybe take a silence. Actually, no, we're not taking anything out because we have a 22 cards in main deck right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we able to cast a 6-drop if we're dead? That is a good question.
Trust that I am a real person who exists. I've seen it.
The joke with that Abyss Hunted is you can't make me fall over because I'm always knocked down already.
I. The hell is this?
This looks like a Calistria Nightwatch pick,
Yeah, it
although
really
it could
does.
also be a Dispel pick.
It's not a dispel pick. Dispel's on the turnaround.
Look at this weird. There are only 2 good cards in this entire. There's 3.
There's,
Serpentine Spike, McKinney Slide Runner, and Outnumber. I've grown to accept Grove Tinder Druids as bad. and Ghostly Sentinel is merely okay. And Smite the Monstrous is playable, but doesn't actually kill a whole lot in this format.
I don't want to splash white for more than like Royal Spout.
Nightwatch does work with our retreat. We could be
From
playing
experience,
flying.
Serpentine Spike goes well with Reclaimer. Yeah, I can believe that one. That's pretty good. We're gonna take the best card in pack for us, which looks kind of bad. Ooh, another horribly awry.
There's also a sharpshooter and a Benthic infiltrator.
More on this because this is again a way to stay alive early. It's just counter
Uh,
their their 3 or 4.
Which interaction? That
Also,
interaction is good.
it does remove it from the game, so that setups are.
I kind of wish that was spell shrivel, but whatever.
I know spell shrivel's the one I want. Yeah,
Let's splash into the touch of the void.
don't worry. I've noticed that other colors have been open. I just have you're like, hey, what's going on? But I just didn't care because I picked up Sire.
Yeah, we forced a mythic first pick, and then like the draft went okay for like a couple of picks, and then like green and red started showing up, and we ignored it.
Ryan, that's a good name.
That is a rather good name, Ryan. Hello, Ryan. I'm no
But yeah,
Have
this has got horribly awry.
I met Ryan before? I think like I have, but
Don't
I
think
can't
so.
remember.
I don't believe so. What we doing? Merkstriding? We're Merkstriding.
We could possibly let's pick Swarm Surge.
Oh yeah, for like 3 creatures, so our Silent Skimmers attack for 4. It's pretty sweet.
Well, they attack for 4 and have first strike and deal 2 damage before they're even blocked. You can't beat that with a stick. Well, not met in the way of like I feel like we've talked before. Maybe we argued that it's over a stupid card on Twitter. That's like meeting somebody.
Basically the same thing.
Let's pick up a bad Mount of War.
This is a fine Mono War. I'm like okay with that.
I I didn't I wasn't a hugest fan of this like the 4 mana 2/2 Mono War they came out with, and it was a good card because it always worked. Like,
Right.
I guess card's always a 4 mana 3/2. I guess. Are we really going to crap up our deck with more Cryptic Cruiser
What the hell else are we picking here? Like
planes
colors
for
are.
our Royal Spout?
I would say colors are completely gone.
Should be a fine choice for a hate. What do you even hate here on Do Champion? Noted.
Splash Stalwart, call it a day.
That would work. Yeah. Our man Wooden Marble Ogre is bringing up the really, really, really old Salvation Splinter boards that no one even remembers or cares about anymore.
Oh boy. Rush of Ice number the 3rd, or Blighted Fen number the 1.
Blighted Fen versus Rush of Ice versus a 3/4 Mahamadi Jin. Do you not want to play Blighted Fen in a deck that's splashing white for Royal Spout?
Probably not.
I wish that was Clutch of Currents so badly.
We just keep getting.
Oh man, you actually posted on Wooden Marble, Ryan? Oh my god. Wow. I don't believe you posted on Care Keep though. That was like 4 people and I know all of them. Are we Mindraker?
This is garbage. We're picking Mindraker.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hey, give me the non-garbage spell, please.
Hey.
All right. I would like the non-garbage spell for my deck. Sure. Oracle Dust.
Our curve is shaped like a club.
Our curve sucks. Our curve sucks. Hey, Salvage Drone, our curve doesn't suck.
Our curve sucks, but
Yeah,
it has a 1-drop in it.
Yeah,
okay. uh, we have a lot of cuts to make, and probably all of them are from 4s and 5s.
Well, look at our terrible cards at 4 and 5. We got some sweet hill giants. We got a lot of sweet hill giants that don't do anything.
I think the cryptic cruisers can just go. Like Like maybe one of each Mindraker and one at the very least. How many cuts do we actually have to make? A bunch?
We need to make
10?
10.
Oh my god. To start getting Grey Ogres out of our deck as quickly as possible. Not Grey Ogres, Hill
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Alright, I'm just taking a look at what the hell we're removing. So, three.
Uh, okay, get Mindrakers and Cryptic Cruisers out.
I'm just checking the creature count. Oracle Dust, Cryptic Cruiser, Mindraker.
Take out another Oracle of Dust. We have 3 of them.
I don't know about the ice. I mean, I can spend an ice to not die. Mindraker, you can get the hell out of here. Salvage Drone is a wimp, but we need those for like bone splinters and also just to not die to Piker.
It's also a way to ingest a little bit, which we do actually want to do if we're playing like Reclaimer and Silent Skimmer. It is like a way to win the game. What are the modes on Retreat to Hagra again?
+1/+0 Death Touch and Drain Life for 1.
Okay, that's a way to win the game very slowly.
Yeah, I know.
It's a way for Salvage Drone to attack pretty bombo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the retreat here.
Yeah. Myers Malice, sure.
Cuts. I like Nightwatch and Narcana Assassin in this deck. I keep wanting to say Narcana Cutthroat because I really wish we had Narcana Cutthroat in this format.
Am I just being too dumb trying to keep the Cryptic Cruiser around?
Does it do anything?
It lets us use all of our like removal things, which we have a ton of.
Oh yeah, do we need Grave Birthing?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay, then we keep it.
Like, I think there are worse cards than it.
Well, we're at 25, so we need to find those cards.
Yeah.
Nightwatch is sort of clunky, but it's like a way to win the game.
Right, is a way to win the game.
Especially with Retreat to Hagra, because that's like a 4-turn clock. Yeah, Grave Birthing is 3 mana Elvish Missionary with Flash. We're fine with that.
I don't know. Like, I mean, the thing is, I'm going to sit here and look for cuts for another 30 seconds and then cut it.
I'll cut it then. Do it. Get out of our deck.
I'm going to wait 30 seconds and look
Get
for the
out of
other cut.
Okay.
What the hell's the other cut? That's the real question.
Oracle of Dust.
No, I like Oracle of Dust with all this crap. Like,
Okay,
find
then, like-
cut Demon's Grasp. We have grip.
I grip you and you grip me, Mama. I grip you and you grip me. Mama caused the grip to flee. I remember the rat. I know that's a John Hodgman thing, and I am remembering it. Oh, I do. I do know you, Ryan. Oh my God.
You figured it out? Oh,
Yeah.
shit! Oh shit! Right, he doesn't go by that name. I'm not gonna obviously say it, but yeah, he goes by a different name on those boards.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm getting slapped around. This is old Salvation split off Convergence all over again.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go with this and call it good.
I'm sorry. It just struck me suddenly. I was like, wait a second. It's actually because I remembered a specific thing. You probably knew me back when I was a gigantic prick. Oh yeah, we should argue about everything. Like
All the time.
this deck sucks,
We
and there
don't.
was no way
Nobody.
to make
No.
it good.
I was gonna say nobody's arguing about that fact.
Yeah, no, everybody says it's fat
Oh, I knew that
source.
was coming.
No.
I was wondering who was gonna do
Oh,
it.
that's the played. I had to do that today earlier because two guys at work were doing the old horse shit talk, and one of the guys says, "Well, you're bald, but that's okay." He's like, "Yeah, I'm okay with being bald because it's a solar panel for all my awesomeness." And I saw this baseballs coming right at me. It's like somebody just lobbed it at me, and I just had to say it. I had to say, "Is that why you're wearing a hat?" He just looked at me, and I was like, "I'm so sorry."
All right, this hand looks like it can stay alive early.
Oh my god, it does. I forgot we had spawning bed in our deck.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not leading with the Cascade.
and we lead with Island. He'll probably play like a, a pike or something.
We're gonna get snapping gnarl. Oh no, hell.
Snapping Gnarlid.
Yep, I would say it's what else could it be?
Well, just remember to complete disregard his. You want to play Piker?
Fuck no.
You're gonna try to counter his
Well,
Volcanic Predator.
Piker does jack against this, so I'm gonna try and counter his 3, or if he misses a land drop, I'll counter his 2, or I'll play Skyland Cascade. Like, I have a couple options. I like all of them. If he didn't play a land, that's kind of good. Yeah, sure.
Away with ye! Into the Pule.
Retreat, spell shrivel up. Our opponent missed the land drop, so their landfall deck is pretty sweet with no lands.
You can play Spawning Bed and hold up Spell Shrivel to hold him back, and if he does nothing, just disregard his Gnarlid end of turn. Or you can play Retreat and try to just slow down his grow. You could also play the Cascade and get the Piker.
Yeah, and just play the Piker.
Just get the tap land out of our hand.
Yeah, let's do that.
Started.
Let's do that.
I don't like it, but it's okay.
Lets us either play the Cloud Manto or... Okay, there's the land for 3rd. That's fine.
Here's the Predator, which is fine, because we can kill the Predator with complete disregard in response to the...
No, it's an Invoker, so... I could bounce that with a Merc Strider.
You could. Is that worth doing?
I think just to get a board going, it is.
Let's go for it then. Merc Strider also blocks Snapping Gnarlid pretty effectively. Does that mean we attack with the Piker?
Yes.
Yeah, Piker goes. Pikers fight and Pikers die. But today we live. He's not casting Baloth for a while.
Yeah, he's well, for one, he missed land drop, so his hand is, 5 spells.
Yeah, the Gruul, I noticed there's only one landfall Gruul. Also, he's playing as Fertile Thicket.
Alright, so lands for days. Do want to get that retreat down, but I also want to hold up like counters for next turn.
Yeah, some say they're the fightingest Pikers, Kavanaugh.
Next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing some Legendary Cube next week.
Yep.
I can't believe we look like a real control deck right now.
We're giving our opponent a false impression that our deck is like playable, or in any way good.
Okay, you just okay.
So.
Do we just slam the retreat down, or do we hold up Spell Shrivel?
They put a card on top. I'm holding up Spell Shrivel.
Hey! Yeah, every land is Caracas, and you can only play 1-drops because of that fact.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can play 2-drops. You tap the Caracas, float the mana, then play another Caracas. So
Alright, so let's pass it up. So yeah, I want to spell shrivel their 5.
which is the Dirkwood Boars?
Because they put a land on top. Did oh, Lifespring Druid. They did put a land on top, right?
I believe.
Put a card on top of their library. It doesn't tell me
Yeah.
what. Is it in revealed cards? Forest, okay.
Well, then we counter the card they ramp into, not the ramp piece, right?
Yeah, I don't care about the ramp piece.
That's a piker. Okay.
I'm probably going to complete disregard on something.
We could trade with whatever attacks and then just kill whatever doesn't. Which one's more dangerous? All good in the abstract.
Yeah, Valakut Invoker. Let's go ahead and kill that now while we can.
We got a 3/2 on board. The Gnarlid is not that scary.
So again, we just kind of pass because I want to hold up the spell shrivel.
Yeah, we can't actually both play Hagra and the Cutthroat, so it's a little awkward. I would have liked to get both down if we had the opportunity to, but whatever.
Yeah, the Invoker I've lost too many games to.
A shock.
I guess that's decent.
I'm okay with him like trading his piker for our bear for his piker.
Yeah.
He does not offer the trade with Lifespring Druid though.
Alright, so retreat.
Hold up spell shrivel.
Yeah.
We'll gain a life.
Sucks our last card's kind of below.
It kind of blow, but at the same time, the Cutthroat works well with Retreat to Hagra, and Cloud Monte will win the game.
Yeah.
So our last cards are not bombastic, but they are offer the trade.
Our opponent's just going to use the Blighted Gorge here.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make that necessary.
Just force him. Yeah.
Alright, so then we get to spell shrivel their big drop if they ever play anything huge. Or they're just going to attack me with Lifespring Druid and not do anything.
Well, we are being kind of transparent.
Yeah, I mean...
Only slightly.
Only extremely.
Only somewhat.
Only pretty much.
If we draw land, do we just hold it for Cutthroat? Or we just play Cutthroat as... Oh, we just hold up more counter spells. How about that?
Well, I'm going to play Nirkana Assassin.
Yeah. I mean, we can. We have our pick of counterspell.
Yeah. Basically, use horribly awry if I can.
Yeah, unless he's doing it to bait or whatever.
Like this.
Like here we go.
That can get the hell out of here.
He's gonna go join his other buddy.
Yeah,
out in space.
The Valakut Invoker zone.
They went into space. Can we just cast that, or do you want to hold up Spell Shrivel?
I am unsure. Like, I have a bad feeling our opponent's hand is like 8s.
Okay, then let's just attack and do nothing. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we draw a land, we can play Cloud Manta and then hold up Spell Shrivel, and then following turn, hold up Spell Shrivel, and then crack our land into turn.
So here's
and then. Like they put the brothers Yamazaki in the cube. How cute.
Alright, this is what it is. This is it. This is Magic the Gathering. Beat down.
Okay. This game is three cost, 2 power minions, Okay, we can just murder that. However, we don't care. Our big things can beat his big things. Do
Can
you want to
they?
just probably? We have Demon's Grasp, so we can stupid stuff. I don't know, man. Do
Screw it.
you want to live forever? Don't say yes, because that's a dumb answer. He's holding Stone Fury. That's what his hand is.
Yeah, he's got 7 points. Here it comes. Rocks! Rocks fall, everything dies.
Was the first threat we played, and now he's gonna play his Breaker of Armies,
Rocks
and
fall, everyone die.
he's got an Eldrazi for us.
Yeah, we tapped out.
I might have
Oh,
just.
Touch of the Void. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're taking a lot of damage for it.
I guess we play Deathless Behemoth then.
I want to
Twist.
land.
Line would be good. Do you just bounce his Nettle Drone?
Let's not bounce.
Yeah, freeze. Do you freeze his Nettle Drone?
I'm thinking just kill it.
With the Demon's Grasp?
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. That sort of sucks.
Yeah, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh boy.
Oh no.
The heat. Taking the heat.
At least we sort of learned our opponent doesn't actually have huge things. I'm saying to immediately make him cast one of them.
Hey, Royal Spout. This is a Rush of Ice.
Do 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 do. We attacking. There's no haste creatures in any colors in this format.
Yeah, what's Awaken? I've never heard of that.
Are there even like actual haste red cards in this format? There's Goblin Warpaint.
Ha. Sure, I'm glad all the Valakut Invokers are dead, seeing as my life total is, Do it! Throw a rock at it!
No, he's
Scour!
bigger than that. Oh man, he was holding a big thing.
Yo! Alright, a 2-4 with reach. Alright.
Okay, a 4/5 that can gain flying.
Really do want the lands to start life draining.
I would enjoy that as well, due to the fact that we are. If he just plays another 2-power creature, we die.
Yeah.
Well, no, we have. No, he killed a land, so we can't actually cast Deathless Behemoth. Okay, we can cast Deathless Behemoth. I believe we do so.
And I'm not attacking.
And we do not attacking.
Alright.
Deathless Behemoth, though, he can attack as
Yeah,
much as he
Behemoth,
wants.
yeah, sure, Behemoth can attack, that's fine.
Noted 6/6s can attack. Stone Fury off the top. Oh, wow, he finally has it.
Yeah. There we go.
Do the triple block. We attack with Deathless Behemoth, but do we attack with...
Nah, it's just Deathless Behemoth here. Oh, actually, I can make Spawning Bed.
do we just do that and for chumps?
Yeah, sure.
Or we can play Cloud Manta or hold up Spell Shuffle or both actually. Spell Shuffle doesn't do anything. Okay.
Basically. I have an onboard trick.
We do have to win the game eventually, and if he does not block here, we win off a land.
Go to 1! Alright.
Go to 1 against Retreat to Hagra, okay. None of the overruns in green grant trample, do they?
The only thing that grants trample is the like plus X.
I infuse with the elements.
Yeah, infuse. Attacking with both does change the clock because I need to be able to hit my opponent, and like
Yeah,
I can't do that in the next turn.
Deathless could be chumped. Find the lady! Find the lady! Find the lady! Where's the lady?
Find
I, we didn't make the monster because our land creates creature tokens, which we're going to use to chump or just attack with next turn.
because I would basically die if I didn't do this. Hey, what's up?
Zorch!
Hey, how's it going? Retreat.
Okay. Oh,
Alright.
he gained flying until end of turn. Okay, what do we learn about our opponent's deck lacking in large things to do?
Landfall.
He is
Landfall.
he is
landfall.
actually the deck we're
curve.
afraid of.
Curve. Yeah. Like, except for it just didn't happen. Like, I don't know what the like. They're playing a main deck Scour in Stone Fury in their deck.
Yeah, they're
so,
playing.
like,
Okay, they're playing some dregs. Like they're playing giant mantis for like not a lot of reason. They're playing scour in place of top end. Whether or not Nettle Drone's okay, even if you can like a 3-mana 3/1s are fine. What did we learn? Did we learn that any of our hill giants were good? uh, do we want to play? We already have an Oracle of Dust main deck.
do we want more? Do we want less?
Do we want more flying?
Do we want Royal Mage's Trick? Yeah.
We don't want Royal Mage's Trick. Let's just throw it back. Our deck is a pile.
We'll just beat our opponent with bad cards. It's easy.
I quickly had to look and make sure we did have a Plains in the deck.
Yeah, there's a Plains in the deck.
Which we are going to play on turn 2 using that Evolving Wilds. Are we actually going to do that? Or are we going to get Swamp?
I think we kind of need Swamp to function.
We desperately need Swamp to function, but it might be on top of our deck. Did our opponent whiff?
Mountain in the top 5. Also, funnily enough, their Scry meant Jack. If it, you know.
Ah. Well, no, it could have been their Scry, like, let them see one card deeper for land. So we just play Salvage Drone here? Are you thinking about that Evolving Wilds to thin? We don't actually want to thin because we want to draw land. Or do you want to...
Yeah, this is funky, but sure.
Playing the Evolving Wilds first will let you play Horribly Awry next.
Yeah.
Playing the Evolving Wilds second makes it very slightly more likely that land is on top. Also, our opponent is passing on 2 anyways. And, okay, we get to live the dream.
Yeah. So, I'm going to do this because I want Horribly Awry up.
And let's drink the milkshake.
Give me the resources. Living Spires. Alright.
Okay, I'm fine with that being gone. It's actually a really powerful land, by the way.
Yeah.
The first strike on that's huge.
So this
Play
is
Volakut Predator.
3. Play nothing.
It's probably Volakut Invoker is probably what it is.
The first, like, 4 plays out of my opponent are... Yeah, I'm still willing to...
Yeah, because we can murder the next thing he plays with things.
Ha!
Oh man, we get to do it.
We even have a curve. Okay.
Hey, you
Alright.
killed a piker.
That's fine.
I want to look at more.
Valakut Invoker.
Okay. My favorite card from the League of Explorers expansion so far is the Explorer's Hat because of how dumb it is. It is a 2-mana hunter card that says give a minion +1/+1 and Death Rattle. Add an Explorer's Hat to your hand.
Gotta have the hat. I'm gonna complete disregard that because I want it out of the way.
There is a 1 white trick, but we don't care about it. We're also not splashing for it.
Yeah. Also, cool thing, Ulamog's Reclaimer getting back like Horribly Awry or Complete Disregard on 5.
Entirely okay with that. Which one's better? Probably. Our opponent has shown no creatures that don't die to complete disregard, right?
Basically, yeah.
Like all of them?
Yeah. Like that.
That dies to it.
Sweet landfall.
Nice. You finally get to hold Salvage Drone back after all this time. Wait, don't attack first, in case he wants to trade. Or do you not want to trade?
I'm willing to trade with my opponent 1-for-1 at this point in the game, yes.
Okay.
Also, Ulamog's Reclaimer, pretty good blocker here.
Yeah, pretty good blocker.
So
That was kind of a, that was a greedy play of mine, but yeah. Anyways,
Ulamog's Reclaimer, you can have Forest back in your yard, and I get Removal Spell back in my hand. And now I have the blocker. Oh, I don't have the blocker!
we don't have the
Oh,
blocker.
no. Whatever, I'm just gonna have Salvage Drone eat this hit then.
We're at 20.
I want to loot.
What do we loot?
Get rid of this.
Assassin?
Goodbye,
Alright.
goodbye. Get out of my hand, please.
Okay. Goodbye, Salvage Drone. We played a card that says mill 5, mill 3, deal 3 damage, loot.
I'm willing to loot here.
Would you pay that 1 for that spell?
Hey,
Yes.
look, a good removal spell.
Well, if we draw a line, we're probably just windmill slamming a 6/6 next turn.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Okay.
Uh,
Or,
let's just get a board going.
yeah. Let's just stride his Merc and attack with Piker,
Yeah.
leaving up our planes. There's no single black or blue tricks either, not at instant speed. Do you feel like attacking with the 2/5?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I'm the one on the front foot in this game.
We don't mind taking 4 damage, it's fine. If he attacks us for 4, he takes like 7 back, right?
Yeah. That's basically why I don't care.
Okay, there's spell.
I couldn't leave to spell up. I had to tap that low.
Yeah. The spell's not really a trick though. Is it? Are counterspells trick?
Not really. I think trick, it has to be a combat thing. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, this is our opponent replaying Nettle Drone and no landfall. No landfall would be nice. Yamabushi's flame.
Yamabushi's flame.
Yeah, come on. Give me the flame. If you attack, I'll. Oh, dang. Fine.
Okay. We just remove one of his creatures and swing in.
Yeah, let's get rid of the Nettle Drone. Show me your trick to say. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Alright, crushing.
We could also just start sending people in with Coralheim. Probably trades.
He probably trades with
Strider here.
Yeah.
That's fine.
2 cards left in our opponent's hand. We're like, yeah, our hand is expensive, but it's.
If we draw land, like, there's no way he's not dying. He's probably also. No, he goes to 1 if we can remove this 5-drop.
That looks like a 5/5 to me.
That looks like a 5/5 to me. Let's Xaxes you.
Well, we don't have. Yeah, goodbye. I'm glad you didn't have any land to follow that up with.
Nice. Like a 6/6.
I would have had to attack first and then played it. And
Well, all I would have done there would have been just send in the Coralheim stealthed.
Yeah, that's fair too. Yeah. Turn on stealth.
And use our unblockable creature to attack our opponent.
Oh no!
Our opponent realized one of our creatures died to Yamabushi's flame. And then we attack him for play at Sigal.
Nope. Show me the trick. There's 3 mana red trick that keeps you alive here? I don't think so.
So you want a flash red creature. How many of those are there? Like 1 sulfur?
Oh, Scholar!
Was Sulfur Elemental 3? Yeah, that guy owned, by the way.
Which one?
Sulfur Elemental.
Yeah, Arg, frustration.
Ah, it happens, mate. Show him our last draft video. He's like, cut the stream here and be like, hey, look at this.
Hey, check this out.
Freaking Sulfur Elemental. I love that guy.
Okay,
Flowstone is
okay.
good.
So how did our deck just pull off a good impression of a control deck
We drew lands and spells
in order?
in order and in approximate combination.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, that Sulfur Elemental transforms regular water into a delicious drink called whiskey that is enjoyed by all.
So now we're in the
We're in waiting. Your waiting zone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna link you the card list for League of Explorers so we can talk about it.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else cool about Netrunner weekend I was going to mention.
Nothing I can think of.
Nah. I can tell you that the rust is real, but I prepared for the wrong game. Is basically it.
Showed up with the wrong meta.
No. I spent all of my time prepping for Thrones, and then I went like 3-4 because like
Because Thrones is a goofy ass game.
Well, Thrones is a goofy ass game, but I love it so much. I'm rip in peace. The game's fucking dead now. There's only one event left in the universe, and it's Castle Stullock out in in some Scandinavian country. I'm not gonna say which because I'll be wrong. I'll have
It's Danemark.
But that's the last Thrones 1.0 event, and this one owned. I thought to myself, does my opponent have a way to produce 10 strength worth of characters off of one card in their hand and 3 claim? And they did. They flipped a lot that let them draw 7 cards and 2 claim.
That's one way to turn one card in hand to 7.
Well, it's a card that says if you have at least 1 card in hand, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5. And then you draw 2 for turn, so you're up to 7. It lets your opponent do the same if they want. Why did Thrones die? It was replaced by a upgraded version, Game of Thrones like 2.0, the new core set, the new game. The Game of Thrones LCG has been around for like
many years.
2007 was when it became an LCG. 2003 was when it started. I've played it since 2005. So the game was large. There's no rotation, so there's like 72 small chapter pack expansions, 6 deluxes, and a core set. And it was just like, there's no way anybody's ever going to get into this.
Yeah, it's like the old game is dead. Rest in peace, the old game.
But basically, it was. Oh man, rounds are.
Oh, rounds are. We don't get to talk about these new cards. We'll have the next round.
We can talk about some of them.
I'll talk about Ancient Shade, which is a 4-mana 7/4 with Battlecry. Shuffle a Ancient Curse into your deck that deals 7 damage to you when drawn.
I like Huge Toad.
Huge Toad is a really strong one. It's a Bloodfin Raptor with ability.
Mm-hmm. So it's like Flame Juggler, but in reverse, like completely.
Yeah, Flame Juggler inverted. Jeweled Scarab is a good cycler. So is Tomb Spider. I guess spiders and scarabs cycle. The Gorilla Mech.
You think Eerie Statue's worthwhile?
I feel like he's a little bit too expensive.
It's like an Ancient Watcher though. That's like can attack.
He's huge, but the beauty of Ancient Watcher is that it costs 2 mana.
Yeah. The priest card that shuffles an opponent that's an assassinate that shuffles it into your deck is sweet.
Yeah, that's a rather good card.
That's a good card.
That's a good card. Oh, it's not. It's a recycle that shuffles it into your deck.
Well, yeah. Well, it's an assassinate, but for 1 more, you get it instead of like pushing it in theirs. It's like 10 times better than recycle. So that's
recycle is already a good card though.
Maybe not 10 times. That's a lot. That's way too much. Maybe like 1.2 times better than recycle because sometimes you have to shuffle a crappy minion in your deck. I don't know.
Here's an interesting card: Naga Sea Witch. It's a 5-mana 5/5. Your cards cost 5. That reminds me of the Druid Legend. Your minions cost like 1.
I'm trying to think of the other. Looking at the other cards, do you think the Paladin Secret's worthwhile?
No.
Yeah,
I think it's very play aroundable.
Like, that's kind of the problem. Like, it is good, like, as far as, like, a snipe goes, but also...
Also, the secret of Keeper of Uldaman is you can just use that on a Silverhand recruit. Anyways.
We're here now. Alright. 2 mana. Horribly awry. I kind of want to keep it. We're on the draw.
Keep it. Keep it.
We're on the draw.
Windmill Slam it. We'll draw on the top of our deck is that guy, the Cycle Man.
Oh, I'll take that one.
Oh, that's almost just as good. If we can find a land.
We're fighting Funny. And this is what... Oh, sweet. Nothing. Okay. Yes! Alright. Shields up!
Okay, so the next creatures you play die.
I'm very happy with shields up.
Okay, he's responding to our shields being up by not doing anything.
Thinking...
Dare you play the Hagra or not?
Right, like, is that... Like, what does my opponent actually have to follow up?
What's the worst thing they could do on 4 mana?
A 4-power creature. Because then I couldn't complete disregard it.
I can't think of any of those in those colors. The only... I can't. Can you?
Yeah, I can. I can think of at least 2.
Which ones?
Skitter Skin, or what the hell?
Okay, Skitter Skin would be like the actual danger. Drana is a
I don't give a shit about
creature.
it. That dies this complete disregard. I don't care.
Yeah, let's Windmill Slam the Hagra.
Drop shields.
Let's go for
All right.
You've got nothing.
Show me it. Skitter Skin is the one I was. Yeah, that's the first one that came to mind. All right, dropping shields. Show me your power. Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay, a Griffin.
Nifty. I don't really care that badly.
Not even worth disregarding.
Oh, I'm leaving up the
counterspell.
Yeah,
we can murder it end of turn if we need to.
Yeah. Hey!
Esper.
Espermere. Except for our opponent's base white.
Assumedly, yes.
No.
That does not get to live.
Hell no.
You've got good cards? How dare you have good cards?
So they were off blue.
And they're blue-white skies with... Okay. Do we just play our Night Watch?
Yeah, let's play our Night Watch.
Let's play our large creatures so that their Smite the Monstrous can do something?
Let's get the... Well, I mean, we have the way to make it fly, so...
Yeah. Oh, we do, definitely.
We stole your royal spout! Yeah,
Our opponent seems to like to draw lands.
Base white. Hey, you were right on.
I can summon it. They tapped all their white for that, so they could play up Mist Intruder. Okay, they're blue-white skies that is desperate for skies.
I'm fine with Smite hitting that instead of Deathless Behemoth. Speaking of which.
Speaking of which, your shields are down, my friend.
Alright, well they get to ingest at me, and that's fine.
We get to attack for 6.
Yeah. Bring it. Come on, show me Merc Strider. Do it. Merc Strider my ass. No! Hello!
Oh no.
Rip. Okay.
Spawning Bed is also a good rip because it turns Bone Splinters the hell on.
Yeah, each opponent loses a life. No.
How much mana do we actually have? So we have 7 mana up?
We got 7 mana up. I'm able to play Cloud Manta.
Ah, that stops Mist Intruder from intruding anymore.
Our opponent stole the Royal Spout back. Hey, what's up?
Okay.
This is good. Deathless Behemoth is kind of good.
It turns out...
It doesn't die to sheer drop.
It does not die to sheer drop. That is... No, there are ways to make it die to sheer drop.
Well, it doesn't currently die to sheer drop. Also, I don't think I'm gonna...
Nah, we don't need to disregard anything. We can just do that instead. Or do we want to make spawning bed? Nah, this
Nah.
is way better. Attacking for million.
Attacking for lethal?
Yeah,
Do you have the fog? Am I getting fogged?
we did see that fog going around. Who cares if he fogs? We tapped down his guy and we've got Deathless Behemoths back.
Yeah.
We could actually bone splinters if he fogs and we feel entirely menaced by Mist Intruder.
Uh-huh. Show me it. Oh boy. No fog. Alright.
Okay, the chump then.
Also, the cool thing about having...
Oh wait.
Oh! Alright. Goodbye.
Okay, the 2-for-1. I
Yeah,
accept.
sorcery.
Yeah.
Also, cool thing about spawning bed?
I actually wait. No, he killed. I thought he was. For a second, I thought he was chumping with the Griffin, but we tapped that, so
Yeah.
he didn't actually get to kill our Griffin. He just got to kill a guy, or land.
I'm incredibly happy that my opponent stole the royal spout back. That's a good turn.
That's what happens when we happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, this deck, like, again, is like faking being a real deck.
Well, we're drawing all of our good spells. We have yet to draw a Oracle of Dust.
I was going to mention that having a land creature is incredibly good against that wrath, but I didn't think it was real, so I didn't mention it.
Can't
Anyway.
we just bring Deathless Behemoth back next turn?
If I have another land. That's sort of like another land.
That puts it off a turn, but
Do I want to complete disregard? I don't think I care about disregarding.
it's a Mist Intruder. All the worst you could possibly do would be to remove the last land from our deck, which you cannot possibly do.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit something more real. Also, Evolving Wilds is 2 retreat triggers. That's nice.
We call that the old Drain Life for 2.
Swamp. Hey, there's a...
There's a thing that you disregard.
Yeah. Let's try that again. Let's try that. Let's try that again. Wait. That's not how it happened.
Also our wilds.
Do it. Oh, okay.
I would definitely forget to pop our wilds. Because our deck has swamps in it, and I can't see those.
Oh, right. Swamps are fake.
I can't see swamp. We haven't actually... Yeah, we've removed things from them.
Yeah, let me put the removed pile. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spawning bed instead.
At instant speed, we fulfill your greed.
Keep getting mist intruded. Stormcrow coming in.
I guess we could have also have drawn, like our Mire, Mortuary Mire.
Ooh, Oracle of Dust.
Ah, dogs. I see you too. Our scope in our taught in the methodology of dog.
Excuse me.
We get to activate an ability of a card in a graveyard.
Yeah. I think I bone splinters though the Oracle, and then
We don't want him to loot.
and then play my own Oracle.
He can loot once though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, do we attack with the spawn before?
God no. It's sorcery, and we need all 3 spawns.
No, I mean before we activate our behemoth.
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't plan on activating the behemoth even yet. Like, there's no reason to. I'm gonna keep the Eldrazi Scions on the board.
I'm not entirely sure why, but okay.
Well, like, why activate it this turn when I can't replay it, when I could next turn, like, still attack with the Eldrazi Scions?
Okay.
Like, yeah, they could die to removal or some crap, but, like, I don't really care that much.
Seems fine to
Like,
me.
because this is sorcery speed, right? Like, I could do it right
Okay.
now, but
Okay, as a sorcerer, we can't replay it. Okay.
yeah, like that's the thought. The thought is like maybe I get to just next turn attack for 5 because this is 5 power of creatures.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't play a creature, that's what we do. Because we're holding a Man of War.
Yeah, or if our opponent plays 1 creature, that's what we do.
Okay.
Wonder what the black's for.
Drana.
Yeah, that's sweet. That sounds good.
Okay, it's for exert influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, that's sweet. I'm all for that. Thumbs up.
That's pretty good.
The foil wall.
Oh, the wall. Okay.
Excuse me. I need that back. That you have something that belongs to me. Owner's hand. This is not Hearthstone.
This is not Hearthstone. I'm kind of mad that doesn't actually work in Hearthstone. So we attack for 1. Yeah, do we attack for 1 or 2? We attack for 2. Okay. This is actually the same as
I know. Technically, it's I gain 1 less life for it.
well, let's just keep a blocker back just in case.
Mm-hmm. Wall.
How much will you make an 06 before it's an 06? I guess we can do the thing. And not attacking with them first in case Gideon reproaches them.
Or blocks with a 1/2 on board.
or blocks with a 1/2. That'd be really goofy. I really wanted him to like kill them both with Gideon's reproach though. Like Death Ward touching a wall works is that you dip your poisonous blade in poison, and then the wall rots.
I think it's more like you find the weak point.
You find a goblin teaches you how to put a turtle and a book into a wall. Speaking of Merc Strider, Death Touch here is pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Because Deathless Behemoth already has Death Touch.
Yep.
By virtue of having 6 power. Okay.
Okay. So we're playing a sort of mirror, and this is so our opponent has like the white that we wish we had, and
I'm
like
gonna name
also
yes. No black.
he had two swamps. I think he has more than just converge cards. Like if he had 1 swamp, maybe, but 2 swamps, that's more. The question then is, are we playing control v control, and it's just deciding who's more control?
Sort of. If we want to do that, then maybe we bring in Myers Malice as a way to attack him directly. Over what though? Does Nirkana Assassin do anything besides attack for 2?
Yeah, I kind of think that's an easy cut. Any other like really junk creatures we could cut? I kind of like Silent Skimmer as a flying blocker.
I like Silent Skimmer as a flying attacker as well.
That too.
We could board in our other Silent Skimmer then if we just want to go flying.
Yeah, it's that or the Myers Malice, and I feel like they're both okay here. Like the control. I'm gonna go with the Flyers because the Flyers are what are going to decide this game.
It's what wins the game for you. It's also a way to block his mist intruders. This is not a hand we can keep.
No, again, if this had the 2 lands, I'd do it on Horribly Awry, but
This is a hand we can keep, but the question is, can we lead with planes?
let's hope so. This is kind of bad.
It's not great, but this is going to be a slow matchup anyways. Oh, would you want to just hold Evolving Wilds for retreat?
Not really, because I want to get the Silent Skimmer on 4.
Okay, then there we go. Lead with planes.
Yeah.
A little bit bad, but they'll just put Royal Spout on top of our library.
Give me that card in this matchup. I will take it. Hell, the Rush of Ice might have been a good board in, too.
Just more of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so our opponent really likes his Storm Crows.
Yeah. The
I
black...
don't think he I don't think he likes them. I think he endears them.
The black's gotta be for that counter spellsman, then.
Ulamog's Dispigler. Yeah.
Ulmog's snake.
Ulamog's Snake. I like retreat early and often.
Yeah, I'm cool with retreat early, retreat often.
Unless we draw a counterspell here.
Yeah, basically. Unless I draw something I actually want to play on 3. Okay.
Okay.
No.
We're okay holding off on Salvage Drone. Because all Salvage Drone does is prevent his Mist Intruder from attacking.
Not really.
Well, he would do it not to take 1. Oh, Salvage Drone wears the Death Touch pretty well, come to think. So maybe we do want to play that.
So now the counter spellsman's on, if that exists. Gonna play the Spawning Bed.
And then just play the Silent Skimmer.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it.
We can give the Skimmer power.
We can.
You can have the power, Silent Skimmer.
Oh, for...
We too have defensive creatures.
Oh, for...
We get to play Night Watch next turn. Maybe we just attack our opponent with flying.
Yeah, that's
a lot of it.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god! He cast that with 3 colors for no reason. He could have cast that with 0 colors and it would have worked.
Uh-huh. I guess Mind Control on 5 is pretty strong.
Yeah.
And also we lost our Merc Strider, so that sucks.
We also lost her another horribly awry. Anyways, let's just...
And did you know Rush of Ice doesn't bounce?
I was aware.
Alright. That's pretty good, by the way. Did you know Mind Control is actually playable? This card, like, I make fun of Converge, but that card's very strong.
Yeah, that Converge card I have always liked because it was Mind Control. Like, I'm willing to pay 3...
Look,
like, even...
There are other blue 4 Converge cards I can make fun of, okay? There are a lot of other ones.
Oh, there are definitely ones to make fun of, but I don't think that card is all that much different from Domestication. Although Domestication was 4 mana and could steal a 3 mana, a 3 toughness, a 3 power creature. After saying it enough, I got the correct phrase.
Keep ingesting.
Right, our opponent's just going to murder this with Smite the Monstrous.
Yeah, whatever. Or play a thing that I don't care about.
Do you want to just rush that and, like, attack for 6?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Do I have doubles of anything in my deck? I don't think I have double color of anything in my deck.
You don't. No, you do. Black. Awaken.
Oh, yeah.
Or was that last draft?
No, that's last draft.
Oh, they're blurring together. I'm going to continue to claim that it's because I've been medicated today. Even though that was 6 hours ago.
Whatever, let's just crush our opponent with moves.
Yeah, attack for 8. We did 8 damage this turn. I kind of want to get that Silent Skimmer down so we can do that again for lethal.
Yeah, Grip is double black? Okay.
Man, Grip of Desolation went on here. It would exile Silent Skimmer into our exile zone.
And get rid of their black.
Into our exile. It would fuel his
process. Ooh.
Okay,
Sky spawning.
Blocks.
Alright, you got blocks. I accept.
Unless we draw another Rush of Ice.
Problem with another Rush of Ice is I don't really have good,
You can make a 6/6 haster, and then he would block it with a 1/1.
Yeah.
How close to we are to being dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9 power on board. Okay, that sucks. It turns out he cast
Grip of Desolation? Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna play my hand then.
Seems good to me. he can't actually. He could kill Silent Skimmer if he holds back. Well, his flying creature has vigilance. Okay, so if he holds back Sky Spawner,
I'm attacking.
we attack though. Yeah, he's at 9, and we're holding Retreat to Hagra. Not holding it. We're in play. Do we want to dump our hand with Salvage Drone on the table? Yes.
We do. We want to dump our hand. So, chumps.
I wasn't expecting that. Because he could trade.
Our opponent's scared of death.
I think that loses him the game in the long run, though. He needs to be able to kill Calistria Nightwatch, which
also, like, this block works just fine.
And that block works sort of fine. He has to block Mist Intruder with a Mist Intruder for that to work, and he still takes the damage.
Oh, what's the big... Ah, clutch. Okay. I'm about to get run down. Yeah, we're chumping that.
Yeah. Attack with your Scion, dude.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Okay, let's see if Silent Skimmer becomes something cooler. We have to draw a creature for that to be relevant. Whereas the Silent Skimmer does block relatively effectively here.
Yeah, I guess the question is... I think the Silent Skimmer's actually slightly better here.
I think it is too.
That sucks.
Even though we do have the land in play, but
we're turns off and we don't have turns.
We don't have turns, yeah. We have to start playing defensive, and that sucks. Against Silent Skimmer.
Well, I'm not willing to play defensive with the Calistria Nightwatch because it can't block. Well, it can block, but...
It can block, yeah, but so... do we then? He has to take 4, go to 4, and then we just attack twice with Silent Skimmer. Do we die before that happens?
Prove it. Prove that you've got something.
Kill me!
Like, do you have another clutch occurrence or rush of ice? That's enough to kill me. But the thing is, right now on board, I take a lot of damage, but I don't die.
Yeah, he has to attack very.
Oh, does he have a Wrath?
Does he have another Wrath? Okay, then block with Silent Skimmer on Ghostly Sentinel. No, what if he's got Trumpet Blast?
Sorcery.
No, that's the white one's an instant.
Nobody plays that shit.
Let's lose the Trumpet Blast.
Nah,
yeah.
it's like Awakened Wrath or whatever.
That's probably real. Although if he Awakened Wraths,
if he had Awakened Wrath, he would have just killed me, right? Like. Pilgrim's Eye is a chump blocker.
Did he just draw enough chumps to win? Have we already... Damn it, we've already used Evolving Wilds.
And final card is... Oh!
Okay, life gain. Okay, that's probably game.
Yeah, because like with the Skimmer, I can't take a hit or I die.
Yep, so we lose. Do we try the old attack and see if he doesn't block Gambit?
Nah, I think he's got too many blockers for that to function. So Flyers. Flyers.deck. Everybody on the ground is garbage. Anybody who can fly is real. Rush of Ice, number 3 is probably real. Salvage Drone out.
Do we want the Myers Malice to try to go after his hand? Is that worth checking out, like a Koralheim Guide?
Koralheim Guide is sort of unblockable.
Yeah, or is like Piker one of the ways we win this game? There's also like Oracle of Dust.
Let's do this. Oracle Dust I like for having an out for using our.
Yeah, for using our buildup of things, which
War,
got a little bit smaller
yeah,
with the
Warflare is a completely different card though than the.
yeah Warflare untaps, but
Yeah,
a guide would have won us the last game. That's true, but
true.
if we had made our opponent discard their hand earlier, that also would have won us the game.
If they didn't have flyers, yeah.
Cryptic Cruiser would tap a flyer once, yeah.
I really don't think I want what's
Hill
the name of
Giant
it?
on the
Hill
ground.
Giant. Hill
Hill Giant
Giant.
on the ground.
Hill Giant does not seem to be the card I want.
Hill Giant used to be extremely playable, but we have lost favor of Hill Giant.
Well, not. Well, what am I gonna do with Hill Giant? Like,
No, attack for 3, and then that's you're not going to tap anything, and then I don't know.
yeah.
They'll steal our Silent Skimmer for free, and then block it.
Sad it's not clutch, because if it was clutch I would have felt so much better, you know.
Also, our opponent is playing Battle Rampart, not Battle Rampart.
Hey, that card's
Oh, 06.
I mean, he needs to defend on the ground. That card, like I played 05 for 2 in cons.
No, I was saying it because that's one of the reasons Hill Giant's
Oh
bad.
yeah. That makes Hill Giant just like god awful.
It's like, okay, Hill Giant has to spend one of her processed cards to tap a 06.
Yep. Yes, I would like to play first.
I don't. Every time I yell "kill me," you think of scene of a game I haven't played. Breath of Fire. Is this where we are now?
Yeah, this is where we are now.
Can we keep this hand?
If I find black, it's fine.
I don't like this Squidward.
I think we lose, but we'll see.
If our opponent's 7, it's just like jank.
Feeling bad. We need the swamp.
Feeling big, strong, and green. Our opponent's doing nothing.
We need the swamp.
Planes would do a serviceable. Not actually. Oh, he did not flying, but who cares? Okay, do we just murder that now?
Yeah.
Or do we wait for something else?
Nah. Let's murder that because it turns Mercstrider on.
That's true.
Courier, yep. Griffin.
I think we want a Mercstrider, a battle cry creature. I think we do, though.
Yeah.
Just to buy time.
Like, that's 4 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Game's real. Like, we have cards. I feel like we have something going.
Maybe we draw another land, and then... Oh, we can attack into that.
That's a land, but we can't rush.
We can't rush, but if we draw another land, we can Royal Spout.
Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff going on here.
Yeah, if we could just draw another land, our Awaken spells just rise up and crush our opponent.
Awaken my masters.
Even if we don't draw more land, we could draw more Rush of Ice, which is like drawing more land. Here's the question: do we make mini 3/3 lands, or do we make one huge land?
3/3 lands. Our opponent has shown the reason to do that. Rush of Ice attack for 6.
Rush of Ice attack for 6 sounds good. Rushing up a Oracle of Dust.
Yeah, and or I could just like Demon's Grasp and attack, but actually that might actually be real.
Yeah, that's basically the biggest creature he's shown. 3/5 on the ground.
And he's shown the propensity to not trade. I'm willing to do this. We'll use haste as haste. And
haste is haste. Attack for 6. You go. It feels weird not having Retreat of Hagra in play.
Yeah, I know. It's just supposed to be in play. So, yep, we're
Yeah.
taking 3 from the Ghostly Sentinel again. And then hopefully I draw a land to just Royal Spout.
I'm really sad core don't look as weird and alien as they used to be. Remember how weird and spaghetti they used to look?
Yeah. Are you going to play Eldrazi Sky Spawner? No, Benthic Infiltrator.
Yeah.
Alright, a Rush of...
Rush of Ice on Ghostly Sentinel. He trades Incubator Drone for Merc Strider. And blocks the 3/3 with Benthic Infiltrator.
So we don't get in?
Yeah.
Maybe I just Myers Malice then.
Yeah, there's also Awakened Myers Malice not attacking. You could still attack, but do you want to attack?
No, not really.
Right, he's got a horn turtle.
Yeah, there's no point. Let's get things rocking and rolling.
Also makes his wrath worse.
Cool, complete disregard and Courier Griffin gone. Alright.
Seems okay with me, coach.
Yeah. I'm in. Horribly Awry, sadly, isn't going to get played for quite a while. Alright, we're taking 4.
It seems we can attack with our own guys, though.
Yeah. And Rush of Ice.
Or Royal Spout.
Thinking Rush because Rush lets me make multiple creatures.
Yeah. Go for it, coach. Right, because each time we rush, we awaken, our lands become less. Send in the islands.
Crushing! Hey, what's up?
He takes the trade here, right?
Yeah, he's gotta.
That's 4 mana creature for 4 mana creature.
We are here for the crushing.
You could either Royal Spout or just play Silent Skimmer and hold up Horribly Awry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna not attack then. I want to leave up Horribly Awry. I could attack for 3, but then I don't leave up Horribly Awry.
Let's go for it then. Let's just make a board. Get a clock going.
Yeah. I like having Counterspell up. My opponent's got to have Smite the Monstrous in hand, right? They've been playing like they have it for quite a while.
Yeah, and it does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, 7. So they can awaken, or they can like play Awaken Wrath, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it gets rid of.
Yep, Exert Influence. Yep.
Oh my god.
It's always
keeps
there.
happening.
Yeah, it just keeps.
We could Royal Spout our own guy if we had to.
Yeah.
I guess that would make his Smite the Monstrous do something.
That's a 100%, so... Spell Shrivel... Kind of want to just, like, Royal Spout that... What the hell do I want off this board?
Royal Spout makes us draw a flying creature. If we do it on Silent Skimmer, it forces him to draw his Sentinel. If he does that, you could also make him redraw Benthic Infiltrator. If he's already going to smite the monster, doubling up on a single onto our lands twice seems greedy because he's going to smite whatever we put the 4 counters on.
Right, but the problem I'm having with Royal Spout, his 3/3, is that it likely results in us just losing. Like, I'm trying to think how the hell we...
He has us dead in 2 turns.
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. There's a puzzle here, and I'm not I'm trying to figure this out. Probably... I've got 8 minutes, so I've got time to think this out.
Time to think. Benthic Infiltrator will be dealing 1 damage a turn.
Yeah,
Unless...
and Ghostly Sentinel's also dealing damage on every turn.
So he's got 4 there. If we don't do something about either one of the Sentinel or the Silent Skimmer,
we lose.
We are losing very quick.
I could bounce the Ghostly Sentinel and then hold up Spell Shrivel.
Like just Royal Spout as Time Ebb.
Yeah, that seems jank as hell, and I don't get to attack back.
Because he has O4s in the way.
And I don't have a good way to get O4s out of the... Well, actually, I kind of do, because my opponent could just not... Yeah, like, Royal Spout the 3/3 and then Spell Shrivel it is the play I'm thinking of. Because if my opponent attacks me for 3 back, like, I attack for 6 back, and then, alright, let's try this.
Here's the other question. How much land does he have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Even a land doesn't get the Spell Shrivel around, so it's fine.
Okay. That is A-okay, then.
And I should have tapped that differently, but I don't care.
Do we attack with a land?
It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
And it actually reveals my plan even more. This way it just looks like I'm holding back because I can't attack. Rather than because I'm holding a counterspell. So let's see if they have... Okay, attacking for 2.
It puts us down to 5, then he attacks us down to 3, and then attacks us down 2.
So no blocks.
Is he just going to wait us out?
No.
No.
So, counterspell. Now we're back in the driver's seat.
How many cards do we have exiled?
And
that's still probably a play. Unless you want to hold up that counter horribly awry. We attack for 3, put him down to 7 because he blocks.
Then
he attacks for... One attacks for 2 next turn again.
And then 3 the turn after.
And 3 the turn after. So his plays are set. I think if we attack for 3 this turn, then 3 the following, and then 6 the following turn, that puts him at 1.
I know.
So something has to change.
Does our opponent have an Awaken spell too? That's enough to beat us.
That's enough to beat us. Oracle of Dust also gives us the opportunity to see another card next turn. Is our complete disregard gone? It is. Is Bone Splinters gone? It isn't.
It is not, yeah.
Bone Splinters is like a turn too slow, though, I think. No, it's not. If we draw it, it's okay.
Yeah.
So we just attack and then play Bone Splinters. He also has to have nothing here, by the way.
Yeah. There's another Benthic Infiltrator.
That doesn't actually change the clock any, but it makes our attacks worse. That's a card to loot away to Oracle of Bones, or Oracle of Dust.
So
or you could also play it and try to... No, we just die.
We just die, yeah.
We can't go around.
No, we really can't. Yeah, it's got to be loot.
Or do we loot away? No, we root away a Rye, so that we can retreat to Hagra and play a land.
Well, we draw first, obviously.
Yeah.
So we need Bone Splinters or something like that. Island is not that.
Island is not that. Let's attacking. Maybe he forgets to block all of our creatures. He only has to block one of them, though.
No, I'm gonna hold back. Make it look like I have some sort of kill spell, and that he has to overcome.
Royal Mage's Trick.
Owned.
This would have won us the game.
Overcommitting here seems interesting.
Yeah, if he actually did overcommit, we actually did have the Royal Mage's Trick, that would have lost him the game.
Well, he would have.
Wow.
He'd play a blocker. He has 3 cards in hand and 7 mana. He'd do something. So yeah, we're just taking the hit and dying.
Hey, drawing cards. I want
Yep.
to see. Oh, we don't get to. It just goes
I
away.
mean, we can go over to it and see, but it's not like it's not like it's anything that's getting
Wow.
us out of the game.
Island. Ah, that was better though. We had a jank-ass deck to deserve to lose, and then
Well,
it did.
I was gonna say I don't. We did what? Did we mold to 6 all 3 games? No, we kept it. We kept a 7 on two on
We
game 1 on 2 lands.
we may have kept a 7 with 2 lands.
I do like that our opponent like just exerted influence every game on I like basically always just stole our silent skimmer. I'm so
I really wanted him to have a way to play that for free.
where's our
Also,
return to
yes,
data?
it is nowhere.
We
We are
can't
returning
return.
nowhere.
We can't do it.
We are done.
Yep.
Data is gone.
So yeah. Anyway, that was this. This deck was pretty sweet in the sense of like how it played, not how it drafted. It drafted like
I'm
garbage.
glad we never got to resolve our mythic.
We did.
No, he resolved and then immediately
I mean,
died to
I
Stone
was
Fury.
say, and
Okay.
immediately took a rock to the face, and that was the only time we played our mythic. So yeah,
Rip.
sweet. Anyway, that's all for the drafting for today. I am good and done. Mostly because it's too late to really. Yeah, I could start another one. That's way too late. So
Yeah, I would be unwilling to do that.
anyway, thank you Gnome for joining.
No
Hope you
problem.
enjoyed. Thank you everybody in the zoo. Hope you enjoyed the both of these were different decks. The graveyard plan that just kind of didn't pan out, but was nifty in this deck. That did you know Horribly Awry is a good card in limited? I think it's
Horribly
decent.
Awry is a pretty good card.
I think it's like okay. So
It's fine. I like it.
anyway, good night everybody.
Good night, everybody.